Welcome to Bitter Bits. Welcome to Bitter Bits. Welcome to Bitter Bits.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Friday. Hope everybody's doing good. Welcome to Dead Donald X Mancrin division. Hang on a second. Let me hit that. Let me hit that med vape real quick. Hold on. All right. Hopefully everybody's doing good. Sorry again about last night. We went to go see my nephew play lacrosse. Which, man, I learned that lacrosse is those children get violent. They get violent with sticks. Then again, I guess like at any point, if you hand anybody, I mean, really, if you hand anybody a stick, they're probably gonna hit somebody with it. That's why it always cracks me up whenever like the parents get upset when they hand their child like a plastic sword. They're like, yeah, here's this like foam sword. They start like whacking things with it. Like, what do you think they were gonna do? You gave them a stick. It's what like a human brain is just gonna be like, and just hit with stick. And but no, it was interesting. No, he did good. He had to sit out after like the second period because he was. I had to talk to this child because I was like, dude. I was like, I have been exactly where you are, because it was like, he's like, yeah, I just got like lightheaded, and so he had to stop. So like one of the medic people came over and was talking to him, and he was like, yeah, I didn't eat today, and all I had was like an energy drink, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm like, holy shit, he's doing exactly what I did. Look at that. Yeah, like yeah, you get a stick, you're gonna, and this kid in here like doing like big sports and stuff. I was like, man, you gotta like eat. I was like, man, you gotta eat. He's like, yeah, I know. I was like, well, that's being a teenager for you. I'm about to replace my AIO. Enjoy resub. I legitimately didn't know what you were talking about there for a second, and then I realized you meant like all-in-one cooler. I got it. It's okay. It takes like 2 seconds. You'll be back, dude. I've been so tired all week. Stupid allergy land, and it's again tonight. Once again, never ends. But he was fine. But man. I'm kind of glad that he was out like for like the last 2 periods, because the kids on the other team started to get like really aggressive. And my nephew, he goes to a public school, and this is relevant. And I was like stunned at how aggressive some of these kids were getting. And like they're like tripping each other up, like beating the hell. I was like, dude, what the fuck? I'm like, and like the referees are like calling like the fucking whatever, they're like throwing flags and stuff. And like then the coaches that were on the away team's side start like bitching at the referees. I'm like, oh my god, I'm like, it's like a fucking high school game. And I was just like, what the fuck? Like, what is going on? And the people in front of us were like, oh yeah, they get like this sometimes. So Erica and I look it up because I was like, then the ref starts like, or the coach on the away team starts like celebrating when they like clearly like knocked one of the kids that were on like my nephew's team, knocked one of them down, and there were like three of it. Like, it was crazy. Like, it's not like a super contact sport. And the coaches were like celebrating on the away team side. And I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, because to me, like when I say a coach, they're basically teachers. They're teachers in a roundabout way. Like they kind of serve a similar role. I don't mean they are teachers. They're not like that. But like, when it comes to like the sports stuff, the role they're taking, right? Especially in a school environment. That's the role they're taking. It's basically like a teaching role in sports. So, but like, they were like celebrating this shit, and I'm like, what the fuck? It was so bad at one point, one of the referees, when like one of the kids on the away team just did some horrible shit, the ref walked up to like the coach, and he was talking about like the flag that they threw and what the penalty was, and he looked at the coach and he was like, don't act like you didn't see that one. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on in this game? I'm like, holy shit. So we looked it up, and I was like, what is with these shit-ass coaches? Because the coaches of the home team, again, the one my nephew is on, were not acting like this. They were a little more involved than, whatever, but that's also their job. I mean, like, whatever. And we looked it up, and I was like, God, these guys, I was like, all these kids are little shits that are on the away team. We looked it up. As it turns out, since there are so few lacrosse groups, this was a private school from Charleston. And I was like, no wonder every child is scrawny little angsty white ass little baby rich kid. I was like, no fucking wonder. Oh, can I turn Muzak down? I'm sorry, I thought Muzak was down. That's my fault. I had this turned down up here, so I didn't notice. But so there's these little scrawny shits from fucking like Charleston, and like bajillion-dollar school or whatever. I'm like, oh, no wonder, dude. I was like, it's a private school, and I went to private school for a while, and I was like, no, I know how these assholes act, especially with sports. And I was like, why the hell are they playing like a public school team though? And I was like, we were talking about it, and I was talking with his dad, with my brother-in-law, and he was like, well, they don't have like a lot of lacrosse teams. And I was like, that makes sense, actually. I was like, that they would be going up against like a private school, because private schools are going to have one. I don't think it's as common to have public school lacrosse teams. It was interesting though, but goddamn, some of those kids on that away team were little assholes. And like, it wasn't so much the kids, because kids are idiots. So like, they're gonna do stupid shit, and they're gonna be like, you know what I mean? Like, but when like the coaches were like celebrating, when like a flag was thrown and shit, and like they almost like injured one, I was like, and it's one of those things that I was like, you wouldn't get away with that shit in public school. And for anybody that's a teacher in public school that's in here, and I know we got a couple of them, you know what I'm talking. You are not going to get away with that shit. If you were over there like hooting and hollering and like condoning like your players like whacking the shit out of like, you ain't going to get away with that. Like somebody's going to be on your ass. Like 100%. I've seen it happen. They ain't going to no. But private school, they'll let you get away with that because they're all just like this weird inbred nasties. Little inbred nasties. Anyway, it was crazy, dude. I was like, holy shit, this is so intense for like children's sporting event. But then again, it's apparently how it is. But that ended up running over for quite some time, because we stayed a little bit longer because we don't get to see. So my two oldest nephews, one's the barber who cut my hair, and then the other one is the one who's going in to be a teacher. He's actually starting soon. His like student teaching stuff. Well, I guess it'll be his proper teaching stuff because he graduates here this year. So he'll be teaching music, but he's not sure what age group yet. So there's those. This is the youngest one. So this is the one who's 16. I think he just turned 16. But he's the youngest one, so he's still in high school. But yeah, they are, because he's the only one that's still in high school. But dude, it was just crazy, man. Those kids were just beating the shit out of each other, and I was like, man, I did not expect this from a lacrosse game. But then again, I'm not super familiar with that. I played a lot of baseball and football and basketball and all that crap when I was younger, but I never played lacrosse, so. I'm not super familiar with it. I got my leg broke during a high school soccer game. It was a deliberate kick to my leg and not an oopsie. High school sports suck sometimes. Yeah, I agree. Honor, thank you for the resub for 94 months. Ugh. Sorry, I got like the hiccups and I almost puked in my mouth. Windsor with the 84 months also said Titanic.gif. It's been 84 years with both bitter farms. And then Fennec with the 94 months as well. No words, just Fennec. And then Frost with the 109 months says, I am fully addicted to Tomodachi. Nick, please tell your me to lock the fuck in. Now, do you have to create me's for this? I don't know anything about Tomodachi life. It's okay. You don't have to say anything on a race. That was just a joke. I had to trim out a little bit of my beard because it was so fucking hot. It's still hot. It was 90 degrees today, which I think was like, yep, high today was 90, which means it is officially summer, I guess. Because, you know, fuck spring, I guess. It was 16 degrees above the average temperature today. It has been like that for like a week now, maybe like a week and a half, which is again why my allergies are probably so bad, because the adjustment window was like, all right, here we go. We got cool weather into hot. That's awesome for us. That sounds absolutely hilarious. This game is kind of like The Sims, but they have more autonomy, so it's super ant farmy with me. Is there like a new one that came out? Because I remember, like, I recognized the name. Yeah, was there like a new one or something? Because there was the... Oh, it came out. It literally came out today. Okay, well there you go. That makes a lot of sense. You really do make me's. Look at that. That's cool. I like flipping over this screenshot, and the first thing I see is one of the me's being like, yum. I'm just like, God. Why is the word yum the most frightening thing of all? Truly, truly terrifying. But the whole me thing, it must be... The Tomodachi life must be like a Nintendo-specific thing. Yeah, it absolutely is. Yeah, like I said, I've only ever heard of, I guess, like the 3DS one, maybe? Or something like that. Ugh. Tomodachi life, living the dream. just let him go. Damn, dude, I might have to check that out then. Might have to blast up on some Tomodachi life. Oh, they did it on Switch too, and Switch. That's neat. That's pretty cool. That's cool. It seems like a game that would probably work pretty well for both. Which I'm sure there are still plenty of games coming out that are like that. Damn sure not Metroid Prime 4. Dude, I thought about Prime 4 earlier, and I was like, man, that certainly happened. Your Honor, why do they call it of in when you of in the food out eat hot eat the food? We went to this. So before we went to that game, we swung by. It's a deli that's like a chain, but I forget how many there are. There's a decent amount of them, I think. It's called McAllister's. I have this cup from it. It used to be pretty decent back in the day. We had not been there in like 40 million years, and it is definitely a chain. There's a lot of them. There's way more of them than I thought. God, there's like way more of them than I thought there were. There are 578 of them in the United States, which I suppose. I mean, that's a lot. Anyway, so we hadn't been there in forever, and like they're all right. Or they used to be like all right, and it was on the way. It was on the way to like the place, and we were like, oh yeah, sure, whatever, let's do that. So we went. What a mistake. So their stupid like potato thing, which used to just be called they called it the Justice Spud back in the day, but now it's just called like now it's like the Cheese Spud or some shit. And their thing is that they cut two potatoes and make it look like one gigantic potato. It's fooling people for generations that there was a giant potato. Anyway, so I got like this potato thing, and then I also got their vegetarian chili. And I learned something on this day that and Erica got like a sandwich with something, whatever. And then we got 2 drinks. And I got another like side of soup that was the... Now stop me if you think that this was just a if you would assume that this soup thing was vegetarian, it was simply called the Cajun bean and rice. And I'm like, okay, most of the time when you just define something as bean and rice, that normally means it's just bean and rice. Like, that normally means there's no meat in it, typically. I was like, normally the meats are they're very excited to tell you what type of hunk of meat they got in there. So I get it, and we sit down, and the crazy thing was, like, for 2 drinks, 2 entrees, and then 2 of these little small sides of like soup or whatever, it was like $42, and I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, that is so much more money than it used to be, because everything sucks now, right? I was like, wow, that's unreasonable. Especially considering my entree was literally just 2 potatoes with some cheese on it, and I'm like, damn, that ain't shit. Anyway, that's effectively what it was anyway. But I'm just like, what the fuck, man? That's not the weirdest thing. Everything's expensive. Everything's stupid now. But here's the deal. The Cajun bean and rice soup, I'm glad I looked before I took a bite of it. Because I looked down and I was like, what the hell is that? And I was like, oh my God, that's just 2 gigantic hunks of sausage. I was like, why would they just call it like the sausage Cajun whatever? Like, why would you call it the Cajun because like I've had Cajun stuff that I've actually had several Cajun things that normally would like that actually don't have meat in them, that are like just seasoned or whatever, like in that style. And I was just like, why? I was like, why does this have like sausage hunk? And I was like, you think they would have advertised that? Because maybe somebody would be like, yum, sausage. I'm not hating on it because it's fine. But yeah, the most I did was I was like, this was the most mediocre experience for way too much money. So I was like, so this is on the list of no. However, I did save the cup because I was like, I guess I'll put something in this. So I just made nice coffee with it. I remember going to McAllister's once. It was my mama when I was in middle school. She parked half on the sidewalk. She didn't care. she said, fuck it. She's like, I'll park where the hell I want. Yeah, I was like, damn, dude, that's gross. And you know what the funny thing was, is like right as I went to go take a bite of it, I could like smell it. I was like, that's not just beans and rice. I was like, that is some type of honk of meat. And she gave no fucks and has never been able to park properly. Do you think she just didn't care to learn to park properly? Or do you think she does it intentionally? Maybe she does it intentionally. She's just like, fuck this place. Fuck the world. Fuck it. Anyway, yeah, I'm like half dead again, because, you know, it's been mainly like, the allergy. I sneezed like 12 times before the stream started. I was like, dude, I'm dying. I was like, this sucks. And I take the allergy medicine when I can. I've got some nasal spray. Because we got back at like 10:30ish last night, and I was like, dude, I'm so fucking tired. Especially after like sitting outside. And we were just back much later than I thought we were gonna be. And I was like, god damn. I was like, I'm just wiped. And it's just I mean, I've had the low energy thing lately, but the allergies are absolutely not making this any easier. Yes, thank you guys all for the resubs. I hope y'all are doing okay. Bit of both. A little mixture of both. Yeah, McAllister's cannot recommend that. I mean, I don't know if I would have anyway, because I feel like I feel like I had forgotten they existed. And we thought about it, we're like, that's kind of on the way. I wonder if they're like still kicking. They are kicking. Let me tell you something. I watched one video. And it was about my hair is just being all weird. It was one video about, this is like so specific, and I don't even know why it was recommended to me in the first place, because I do look into like music production stuff sometimes, even though I don't really do any of it anymore. I know I should, but and it was about a plugin that was called, what was it? It's actually still in the history, and this is just, it has destroyed my recommendeds. It's actually kind of incredible. Oh yeah, it was just a company called Cure who said, we made a free plugin, Scream. And what it is it's a distortion plugin that mimics the Scream filter from a synthesizer called Native Instruments Massive, which was very popular back in like 2010 to 2012ish. A lot of big dubstep artists and shit used Massive for a while. So it mimics one of those. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. They made like a standalone one, which is cool. So I watched it. And I guess because I watched the whole fucking thing, YouTube was like, yo, you going down the music production hole? I was like, oh my God. I was like, holy shit. So, so now my recommendeds are like, it's insane. And I'm actually it's been interesting because I've gotten to see, because since I don't do any of that stuff really anymore, I don't get recommended much of it, but I get to see kind of what the YouTube clickbait scene is for like music production shit. And dude, it's weird. It's weird because like it has like all the same like awful trappings of like clickbait land, but it's like producer man face with like check marks and X's. It's like this why your mix sound like dick fart, and this why other people do, because they layer carpet in their synthesizers, they record it with carpet. And I'm like, what the fuck are we, like, it's just all these like wild ass things, and I'm like, what? I'm like, what are we fucking talking? They're like, you mix suck because you didn't do the X, Y, and Z. You do better. I'm like, what are we fucking talking about? And like, half the time the shit doesn't even make sense. And like the thumbnail, I'm like, what the fuck is that? What does that even mean? So it's impressive, and it's always interesting to see how the clickbait stupidity has like spilled into things you were once familiar with, but are no longer familiar with, but you're still familiar with it enough that you can recognize that it's stupid, or that it seems stupid. So I was like, dude, this is weird, man. I was like, very weird to see, well, like I just said, something I was familiar with at some point, and now I'm no longer. But yeah, man, sausage, bean, and rice. This happens sometimes when I'm streaming, where like I'll go off on a tangent about some shit that's like so specific and doesn't matter, and whatever the hell we were talking about before is like still chilling. And so like I'll just look at it and I'll be like, music production shit. I'll be like, yep, sausage, bean. Like my brain will just like transition back to it. I'm like, and back to sausage, bean, and rice, or whatever the fuck I was talking about, which I'm pretty sure that was it. Oh, right. Also, the mediocrity of McAllister's, because it certainly was. The youngest is making me's on a Wii, like literally seeing it on a 70-inch screen is fucking hilarious. Hey, at least the Wii supported it supported widescreen. That's about all it's got going for it. The Wii's good. It honestly, if it had native HDMI out, it would pretty much be perfect as far as I mean, it's pretty damn good at like some older emulation stuff. Virtual Console's really good for just like loading things in, loading your WAD. And honestly, it's super easy to modify too, to run like homebrew crap on it, which means you can run like dumped game files and stuff like that. I think the Wii's pretty damn good at most of that. So we had to be put through a thing my wife had from when she streamed, so it would run on the TV. Oh, was it like a Mister or like a Retro Tank or something like that? How much are Retro Tanks now? Too much, probably. Like the chunkier ones. How much are them tanks? They are, yep, they're still crazy. 4K Pro is $750. I always wonder with stuff like this, like unless you're like speedrunning old games and where you're like persistently having to deal with that kind of thing, because like even as somebody who has like an old CRT and stuff, like all that crap over there's things like this that I'm just like, I don't know if I'm dropping fucking like 500, 600 bucks on an upscaler. I mean, I guess if you're not willing to play on like a CRT and you've got like a OLED or something like that, these are really good options. And honestly, this is still cheaper than like a bigger, if you're trying to get like a good CRT, this thing up here is still cheaper than, this is still cheaper than most CRTs you're gonna find. And they don't weigh, you know, 800,000 pounds. So I can see the market for it. I think this is actually really cool. I hate shit like that. I like how long that one took to show up too. It was like, hey. These are much more reasonable. These being like 300 bucks. Like honestly, it does make sense. It does. I can see the merit in this, especially like again if you're trying to play like all your old. The only thing I could see like being a nightmare with this though is I guess if you got like all your. No, I guess this would be fine because like those are all on. Most of those are on RGB, so they use SCART. I don't even know if this has a SCART in. It's got to. Yeah, it's on the side. I can see it over there. Yeah, I guess like that's the other thing too. So like if it's got like the SCART on the side and then you've got like component, if you got a component splitter like or a selector, if you got a component selector and then a SCART selector, yeah, that would actually work out pretty good for that. I wonder if the cheaper one has all those same inputs. Yeah, it does. That's actually pretty cool. Yeah, that's not too bad then. Because I was gonna say it might be a nightmare to get like all your crap routed through that to whatever if you have a bunch of different consoles. The thing is though, I find myself like not. If I'm look, it's one of those things like if I'm gonna play like an older game, unless it's like a really short one, I'm probably gonna stream it because it's like something. Because if I want to play it, that means I'm probably like hell yeah, let's do. And so I'm probably gonna stream it, and then on top of that, I mean, whatever. Like, I feel like I'd probably end up using something like this, because I thought about getting one a while back, because it was, the idea was nice of being able to play on original hardware to, do stuff. Because if I did like a shitty cap card thing for like a Super Nintendo or whatever, it looked like absolute ass, so. Yeah, they've been around for a while. I think it's just one of those things that just turned into like there's always like that tipping point in like the enthusiast market for stuff like that. And I remember headphone amps were like this too, because I had a headphone amp, but the brand was shit. SCHIIT. I think they're still around. There's always like that tipping point of like enthusiast stuff. We're looking at that right there. I bet for most people, that like $300 one would probably be like overkill already. Whereas like the bad part about those kind of things though is when people go looking for stuff, they're like, oh man, I definitely want to get like whatever. And like people will recommend like these crazy expensive things that are just like way out of like the usage range, not a usage range, but like practical usage range for a lot of people, where it's like, dude, nobody's going to notice the difference between like between like this thing over here and this, but you never know, man. Some people do, I guess. Some people get there was a term for it that I saw one time that was really funny, that was pretty apt. It was like, it wasn't consumer enthusiast. It was like, it was people who love like the idea of getting into like a space like that, but they don't really like, they like the concept of it, but they don't really care about like whatever. I forgot what it was. Some shit like that, but it was where it wasn't tourist, because I kind of hate that term for like stuff like that. It was like when people would buy something that was like out of the range or the scope of like whatever it is the hell that they're trying to get into, and like then it's just like complete overkill and they end up like not using it. I forget what it was. It was somebody had some fucking term for it, and I was like, that's actually a pretty good way to describe it. But obviously it wasn't, because I can't even remember it. But then again, I don't remember a lot of things sometimes. That's okay, I guess. I'm gonna be honest, I don't even remember what we were doing in this, because it's been a couple days since we were doing. Well, apparently this was after an autosave, so that's good. I have the instructions for my final project in the e-business class I'm taking. I'm supposed to set up a whole ass website for the fake business I had to make up for the other class assignments, with images for fake products and actual terms and service things, then have at least 3 people visit said site, get analytics from it from the Google tool, and finally write a 2-page report on it. I might scream. Y'all let me know when that bad boy is hosted, because we're gonna hit it up. We're gonna blast. I think we can find 3 people. Actually, since this is the 3rd Deus Ex game in a row that we've done, there may not be more than 3 people here, but we can find 3 people. We'll have to leverage the Discord. We'll do it. All right, Frost. This is crazy. Chat, we're doing it. Oh my god. Is this something that do I need to have Erica get this? Do you think she'd be into it? She'd probably like it. That's so funny. But yes, we will. Who is that? What is that? What am I looking at here? Oh, that is the man. I don't know who that is, but it is them. He said yes. Yeah, that's really funny. Holy shit.
When was the last time you were affected by organized crime?
This is the game where I've seen clips of people making butt-face memes that talk in flatulence. God, what a sentence. Those are scary words. Very scary words. All right, what were we up to last time? Well, apparently we have a Praxis kit. I didn't even know we had that. Sorry, I don't know how long tonight's stream will be because I'm telling you, these days with all the allergy shit and everything, it's just kicking my ass so bad. Because I know we did like the energy stuff last time. That was pretty cool. I think we put some points into Hacky Doodles. I would say we should get the social enhancer. I kind of hate the concept of the social enhancer, but at the same time, kind of neat. That's the Pepsi. That's remote hack. I don't think the Tesla thing's gonna be very important. Oh, I guess I never got the Icarus dash thing. Oh, that's because it requires 2 praxis, so I gotta get that going. Oh. Xenos finally confessed to Mimi, and then Vessel slapped Toka and butted in, and he decided he wanted to take her and Mimi big Vessel. I love how insane this sounds.
Bitter Bits.
Imperator with the 89 months. Welcome to what might be the least entertaining stream ever, because my brain is like completely fried apparently. just fried. Wait, was it really? Oh wow, yeah, November 06. Because that was when I got. Yeah, I was still working my first job by that point, because I'd been there for like a year and a half or something like that. Yeah, because I was 17. Yeah, 17. Because I remember I think I got that job when I was just turning like 16 or something like that. Yep, so I was 17 when that came out. Wait, do you mean Xenos from Final Fandango 14? Nick, bless up all dead from HR who threatened to cancel the insurance for the whole ass company and find them a new insurance company if insurance company 1 didn't stop fucking around and cover rogues and linguini surgery. Wait, had they not already like established that they were going to cover that before the... Wait, what? That's fucking crazy. So like, no, it's not. That's insurance. They suck. Never mind. Oh, they did, and then they said no. That's pretty cool. We like that. Oh. Dude, Deb had enough. Dude, what is going on? I'm gonna get all my hair cut off. That's what I'm about to do. About to fin it, or I could just do what was always meant to be done and just become superior. My oldest was born in 09. Hard to deal with this every day. Just deal with it every day. So I guess we're going to Ruzika. It said that the what's his face was like, oh yeah, come by at some point and do whatever. I don't know when that was supposed to happen, but that's over, I guess. Oh, we're augments. We go down the augment hole.
Those reforms were enacted mostly to stretch population, and it worked.
Dude, that's crazy. Never mind. I was about to say I only remember 2 of those characters, and then I was like, no, I don't. I remember 3 of them. This hat legitimately like throws me off balance. Ma'am, you're leaking.
How about a few credits? Come on.
Sir, you're leaking. What is this? What is it? What is this?
Oh, fuck.
But yeah, I was about to say that I only remember like a couple of those counts. Like, oh wait, never mind. I remember more than that. I remember all of them because Vinat or whatever was the lady that was in Ascianville, and then of course I remember Emetzelk. I remember Xenos, and Hyphlodius or whatever was he was the pretty boy that was chilling in Ascian land from way back in the day, but we got to meet him because we like went to like God, dude. I like how fucking batshit crazy that story got, and like I can't even really remember like half of it now. Damn, dude, look at this smudge. Look at this smudge trash. Throwable beer case. That's what I'm talking about. Finally, some good fucking food. Oh. Did I get? Oh yeah, I got move heavy shit. Okay, cool. I'm just making sure I actually had. Oh, well, that's why I have move heavy shit, because apparently I need to get into here. Even though I wouldn't have had to move heavy shit. Storm's rolling in. Turn off computer before we lose power. Stay safe, literacy. Pop back in if you can. Let us know everything's cool. Wow. Well, I didn't mean to do that. We also got to meet him in Amarant too, because him himself was emo. His boyfriend sacrificed himself to be Zodiac, and my boyfriend looked like Hitler. I would be too. God, what a sentence. Yeah, man. You know, as much as I enjoyed Endwalker, mainly because we were doing the subathon during it, I remember, and I didn't play the patches after the main release, but I still think I enjoyed Shadowbringers the most.
It makes me scared to leave my home.
Okay, I did not asking, but I appreciating you telling me. Where they want us to go? Oh yeah, Ruzika or whatever this is. Well, dude, I put on the hat because my hair was just driving me nuts because it wouldn't sit in the right spot, so I'm just like, all right. I like how broody he looks while he's riding the shit train.
Jensen, what's wrong? What are you doing here?
Miller sent me to find you. Thought you might have run into trouble.
He said that? Did he use those exact words? Because it's not my fault.
I like
What
his trash
happens,
bag
Smiley?
sleeves. That's pretty cool.
1 minute I'm in there running the show, and the next they accuse me of trying to tamper with evidence. Me. Can you believe that? I would never do that, Adam. Never.
It's our crime scene.
Exactly. But try telling them that. The minute they went for their guns, I decided it was time to shut up and get out of there. They accuse me of tampering with evidence. They're probably destroying all the evidence there is right now. You know, at first I thought this was about Sonia.
Sonia? Sonia who?
Oh, just some girl I've been teaching English to. Turns out her husband is a little territorial. You know the type.
Smiley.
Right. Back to the case. The thing is, I think I found something in there. Something big. Something that could just blow this case wide open. I just need to get a look at the scan of the blast area, so... Actually, it's a good thing...
I like how we've just established that that character is just the pretty boy.
Jensen, your way in there and grab it for me.
Hell yeah. Whatever, just do it.
We need that evidence.
Yes, exactly. That's the spirit. We need it. But you won't be able to just walk in there and ask them for it, since you're Interpol and, you know, augmented.
God dang, dude.
After yesterday's attack, they're not exactly fans of the,
I really am like tired of shit.
where do I find
I
it?
hate when this happens. I think I'm like, okay, I got like a little bit of zest we can do, and then my brain's just like, and shutting down. I'm like, come on, man, I'll do this.
Get to their setup. Grab
Again,
the DSD with the scan on it,
this
and
like
get out.
weather shift
Easy peasy.
allergy crap has been just kicking my
This could
ass
take
lately.
a while, Smiley.
It was terrible yesterday too.
I'll get out of your way. Head back
Before
to
we went to that
HQ.
thing, I was like, well,
Good
gotta
luck.
take more
And,
shit.
Let's not tell Miller about this one, okay?
Gotta get juiced up.
Right.
I know it's bad whenever Erica's are getting pretty bad because she doesn't really have like, she's got like a million other conditions, but she really didn't have like bad allergies and stuff like that. She doesn't have like a lot of like issues with like respiratory, all that crap, thankfully. She's got like a million other problems that she has to deal with, but thankfully she does not have to deal with that. That's my territory.
We might as well head back.
Oh man, that's
There's no
zapping up
getting
there,
through
so
that
we wouldn't have
way.
been able to make it past that. That's interesting.
What? The police have the hall locked down.
Okay, damn, excuse
Is
me.
there no way around?
Unless you're one of them.
Oh, they got the hall locked down. Oh, okay. They're gonna make us go elsewhere. Every time I say elsewhere, I just think of the Khajiit's homeland or whatever, and I'm just like, damn, dude, they really got away with that. They're like, where are these cat sons of bitches from? They're like, I don't know, man, like elsewhere. It's like,
What am I supposed to do?
fuck, all right.
Explosive device?
They're like, all right, fuck, yeah, I guess. Sure. Sure.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
I do kind of appreciate like how intense the hacking is this time. Like I said, I do think that it's like it was a little bit better in the other one in terms of like it being a little less visually busy. But the thing there is like, I don't know. I appreciate them for trying to make it a little bit more visually appealing, but then sometimes it just gets to be a little much. Dude, Erica told me about that earlier, and I said, if you told me today that I'd be bummed out because if you had just told me out of context like 1 million bees lost their life today due to a drowning in the ocean, I was like, first off, that's like the saddest shit I've ever heard in my life. And then second, I was just like, that was definitely not on my list of things I expected to hear in any capacity today. Same reason there are like 5 deserts named for desert in the local language. Ask Khajiit where they're from. Elsewhere? Okay. Okay, yeah. Whatever. Oh! So the bees like escaped. Dude, that's kind of hype though. There's gonna be some environmental ramifications to this, but I'm kind of hyped that the bees made it out. They're pouring out of the trunk. Let's fucking go! And like they are gonna destroy. What if they went like? What if this was all? This was all a big play by Big B. They were going after the seagulls. That's what it was. They had had enough of their dominion and control over the waves, and the bees were like, "That's it. We've had enough. We're going after them." I didn't mean to punch that. They're like, all right, no, enough of this shit. We shall be the dominant life form. If I punch this, does Cop become angry? Shockingly, no. I'm a little surprised by that. A Weapon cabinet with a combat rifle. You know, I've gotten a lot of trank darts this time, and this time I'm actually interested in the trank rifle because I feel like it'll actually do something, as opposed to the last game. And the funny part is now they won't give me it. The crazies are already saying they're government drones. Wait, the bees or the seagulls? Oh my god, what if they formed, what if they fused? And they became beagles. But they look legally distinct from the dog. Somehow. Some way. Y'all, I'm loving the amount of dialogue here. I am not reading all this. There's a lot of body bags, damn. And most of them are augmented. I should probably be paying more attention because I think that dude cop man over there. I'm pretty sure he'll be back here in a second. Oh god, they're counter hacking. Ooh. Wait.
Access
Oh my
denied.
god. Dude, that was intense. I thankfully don't think I'm allergic to bee. I'm allergic to being outside, it seems, but I mean, I'm not. I can be outside for the most part. It always happens, and I've every time. It's always like whenever I like have to start like cutting grass. It's at the point where like I may just need to like pay somebody like $100 and something bucks just to come and do our yard and Erica's folks. Oh no, he actually spotted us. Damn, that sucks. I think like once especially like doing our yard's not as bad, but their yard, I guess like whatever the grass they have like in their backyard, I don't know if it's like I'm like allergic to that or something, because holy shit, like I'm always like wheezing like an idiot for days after that.
Určitě v tom má prsty ten sráč Raker.
I love that enemies don't notice doors opening and closing.
My je dostaneme, žádný strach.
Oh yeah, the camera, I didn't even think about that. We gotta get our hack on is what we need to do. Okay, so we know...
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
I'm gonna have to use the nuke thing here, I think.
Access granted.
Just to make sure we get it. Now we can turn off the cam... Oh, why do you have to hit open? That's so nasty. Ew. Oh, look at that. That's cute. All right, we can turn off intruder tracking. Oh, I guess I should probably also disable alarm panels as well. That's cool that you can like turn the alarm on. I don't know why you'd want to, but...
Golemu se to teďka bude pořádně mlít. Už zase?
Why hostile? That's so weird. I'm just trying to throw. Oh shit. I was about to say that dude's probably dead after that. Damn. Oh my god, that's so frustrating. The like throw thing. There we go. All right, now we're gonna hide him. All right, good deal. He looks good. He's a little twisted. Oh god. He's good. All right, see, like, I mean, hide is subjective, right? Because I mean, like, or hidden in this case. Because, like, I mean, if you saw, like, would you? I mean, just would you? I wouldn't. I don't think I'd interact with that. So, for all intents and purposes, I mean, it's basically hidden. Like, you know, it's hidden to a degree. You'd nap there? Okay. Your Honor? Your Honor, it's nap time. I was really worried that that might kill him. This is going well. So far, no one's noticed us. Isn't this like right where we started? That's really funny. Like, wow, we made so much progress. Oh. Is this the alarm? Oh, no, that's the emergency switch for the thing.
Anomaly detected. Trace program in access granted.
You lost your key card. What a dummy. Have you checked the washroom? So I guess that's where we need to probably check, but
I thought he'd still be in the hospital. Checked himself out this morning.
yeah, this is exactly where we started. That's so funny. We made none progress. I thought this was like a destructible vent type situation, but I guess it wasn't. I also thought there'd be something in here in the server room area. Because there was less in here than I expected.
Another reboot.
Goddamn mess. It will be a miracle to find something useful here.
Maybe there was like another vent that we could interact with? God, fucking allergy garbage. Your Honor? Uppies? Yeah, because that vent just puts us right through there, so... This is like a destructible vent, right? Because there's like a room on the other side of that. But I can't, like, punch that or anything. Wow, that light is looking good. But pretend she's not hungry until I start spitballing. Yeah, you gotta throw out some ideas so people can reject them. You know? This is the PP chamber where that dude may have left his card, which I'm assuming it is.
Welcome to Bitter Pits.
Thank you for the 111 months. Welcome to another night where I'm dying from allergy crap.
Access granted.
Man, I'm half dead. Hope you're doing okay. Deus Ex divided by 11-1. Hell yes. Was I able to just turn on that vacuum? That's pretty funny. I'm gonna take this out here, actually. Because we deserve it.
This area is restricted to civilians.
I'm with Task Force 29. I thought maybe I could take a look around.
You thought wrong. This is a local investigation. You task force guys can go swing your dick someplace else.
That's fine, forget it.
Done. Bye.
I did. Toss out the possibility of What happened to my crate? This son of a bitch took my crate. Unbelievable. Well, at least we got that one dude's key card, even though I don't think it matters at this point. 'Cause I think we hacked everything. Oh.
Hello?
Come on.
I was about to ask, what do they do about vents? Because, like...
I'm giving up.
You all right?
Yeah. You know, if I was gonna do that, though, I may as well have just, like... done that to the dude, like, standing guard. Oh, shit. Dude, they couldn't handle the smunk. Idiots. It's some pretty intense music for creeping through a vent.
They'll pay for this. Proceed with caution.
Imagine a vending machine just descending from a vent. It's a venting machine.
Are you sure this is the spot?
Why was I not able to take that dude down?
Something that might have come.
Dustin, thank you for the $7. Says, took the day off from work, went for a hike. I ain't in chat, but I'm there in spirit. While I can't see stream, I'm certain you are living your best life, being a vent menace. That's actually kind of frightening. Holy shit, if you try to do a takedown on one of those things, that's crazy. I wonder what happens if you do that, like, silently, though. Like, if you come up behind it, you can, like, rip out, like, its power core or something like that. Alright, so... that was a terrible... Once we alerted these guys, that was terrible. Oh. This new Fortnite update? Yeah. You got it.
This place is giving me the creeps.
I can't tell if, like, it's supposed to be, like... we're in, like, alert window already here. I will say the penalty for quick saving and quick loading in this is much higher, because it does take substantially longer, it feels like.
Central probably thinks someone might come try to scrub the evidence.
Vornik is riding a rig. What do we need with that kind of firepower?
Is an army of ARC fanatics coming to scrub evidence? Over there.
Okay, so they absolutely can see you there. Good night, Red. Take it easy. Well, thank you, Dustin. I know you can't see us or hear us.
Nothing
Simple
suspicious. Probably think someone.
Believe these calls.
God, y'all probably heard that actually. It's some stupid ass motorcycle just zipping on through. Good. Now they must become the vent. Look at that person was posed up like it was a school photo on that thing. Okay, so going up through the main way. All right, so this is where you go through that main. Oh, there's Spish.
Hey,
Hey. Jesus.
On my mark.
I was gonna ask who the hell even heard that. Alright, so let's see where this takes us. Oh, it's that side room, okay. I think we turned off all those cameras, because yeah, otherwise that'd be problematic.
We'll nail them. No need to worry.
Oh my god, that's so loud. So much for like a silent takedown. Just it's like, okay, damn, alright. Jeez.
Surprised we haven't had to deal with more vultures.
Oh, there's the heavy armored dude. Yeah, I do wonder if you sneak up behind those guys. And if you do like if there's like a unique takedown for that. If they don't spot you.
There's something linking Ark to this. Somewhere.
I'm surprised Jensen's augments aren't like so strong that they could just overpower something like that anyway, because the stuff that they're equipped with seems to be pretty busted at this point. But I'm not really sure exactly what happened to them, because obviously something happened between this and Human Revolution with the time gap and everything like that. And they're like, oh, I was in like Antarctica or some shit. And I'm like, oh boy. Because there's also that imagery at the beginning that shows like two Johansons, and I'm like, uh-oh. I'm like, did they like clone his ass or something?
No one trying to get in yet.
Whoops. I did not mean to do that. And I'm kind of surprised that we did not pay for that.
They'll pay for this.
What? This is a pre-sequel, so it's a sequel to the prequel. Oh, his gun came with him. That's fun. As a treat. I'm trying to use the cover system because I feel like it is pretty important. Oh shit, somebody got spish. Now, how hostile we talking? They, Somebody's probably gonna see that boot if they pad over here. You gotta be careful piling up bodies though, because they, even if it's like all. I should probably get away from that. Yeah, the regeneration on the energy and stuff is much faster this time. We only have one battery pip thing too, so it is much better. I thought about upgrading or throwing another Praxis kit on the extra energy because it does seem to be really good, and it does the recharge rates like decent.
Any suspicious debris, something that might have come from the device, a timer or detonator, anything that could lead us to this.
Alright, there's Big Chunk.
Some augmented terrorist.
Of course, but
Fucking power armor looking ass over there.
specifically than simply somewhere in the city.
You want specific? Blow the whole place up. That would make sure we get the bastard. I'll let you get back to it and be
Guess who back?
some of these wires.
It is you.
I know
Guess who back?
no one was able to reach the
Welcome, True.
Still no word from the tax. Keep at it.
ridiculous. Put together with chewing gum and baling wire.
We'd have to like knock this person out. This is gonna be tricky. Then I gotta get their bodies like out of here before that guy notices. Or at least out of like the main line of sight. Why that dude just got ammo on him for like whatever reason? Yeah, I do wonder what happens if you like try to stealth those guys. Like if you can hit them from behind or whatever. Oh, nice, Coonzer. That's really good. Yeah, man, sometimes just changing out your cooler can do a whole world of good. Even just taking off your existing cooler and just putting on some new thermal paste and putting it back on can help out a lot. Just depending on how long it's been on there and stuff like that. Oh, God, all this sniffing and snoofing. Yeah, let's see what happens if we try to non-lethal this dude from like behind. It does not work. Period. So that's not... Why does the art for him look so weird? Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, the new paste. Yeah, you're right. No, you don't. You don't need... I mean, technically you don't really ever need to do it, depending on like, you know, if it was done right the first time. I wonder if there's a way to non-lethal those dudes. Probably like an EMP or something like that, I would imagine. Oh, probably the EMP pistol. I bet that would do it. Every time I see this, I just see Jutsu. Let's see. We got Typhoon, Focus Enhancement, Icarus Dash thing. I'm sorry about sniffing. That's been going on just a ton lately. Oh, there's also no leggy sounds. Oh, that's the flash suppressant. I don't know what to get. Because I was thinking, I guess the glass shield cloaking would be fine. Oh, you know what? Maybe we could get, like, more power. That might be a better idea. Because this is... That's the energy boosters. This is the recharge. Yeah, no, I'm sorry, recharge rate, yeah. Yeah, I think I'll get the biocell one and then the peak recharge rate. So I feel like getting this maxed out just feels like, from a gameplay perspective. Then again, I don't know if that's actually helping me because I can't tell if we actually have more cells or not. I don't really know. Also, there's no reason to do anything with those guys because apparently I can't do anything to them. I thought maybe if you did like a stealth takedown, you could like break one of their augmentations or whatever or something. I don't know. I guess we just need to take out everybody else. We also just need to get the evidence, which is over there. There was a pawn tutor that we could interact with over there too.
Find anything else?
Plenty, but nothing that I think would make this case. Wish I knew what caught a task force guy's interest.
Doubted there was anything important.
Fastest way to do this seems like.
Wouldn't have just shoot him.
Well, never mind. That worked about as well as I thought it would. Computers are a lot more durable nowadays with certain things than they used to be, so I definitely wouldn't stress out about thermal paste. Unless you're like actually having like temperature issues, like you know, just like things crashing or your machine shutting down because of like thermal warnings and stuff like that. I wouldn't worry about it too much.
They would have taken him away.
Oh shoot, there's somebody over there, damn. That sucks.
But nothing that I think would make this case. Wish I knew what caught a task force guy's interest.
I doubted there was anything important or SIS.
Oh my god, that landed right on that cart. That's weird that we didn't do a dual knockout there either. That's like so finicky. But hopefully the smoke grenade there bought us some... Yeah, it did.
We'll get whoever did this. I know we will.
I know we will.
Control. Man down.
Yeah, they're like the takedowns and stuff are a lot more brisk in this. Like there's a little bit more brevity to them, so they don't feel nearly as like shitty to chain through, especially. It is still a little finicky as to like when you do like a dual takedown. I don't know if it lets you know like when it's gonna happen. Do we have an EMP grenade? Because if we do, we should totally use it against that guy. Show enough. Let's see what happens when we use like an EMP against this guy. Against Biggie McDicks. Holy shit, that's fucking awesome. He hits him right where the opening is. That's sick. Dude, this game, like, this is like, it's kind of weird that this is like divisive, but then again, this feels like this might end up being like a Metal Gear Solid 5 situation. Where it's like people like the cohesive nature maybe of like the the other games, but I mean 5 tells its story like pretty well too. Shit. Oh, it still got him. Dude, that animation is just fucking awesome. That's really good. Super cool. Oh yeah, you can actually like carry him around too. That's really neat that there's like a non-lethal option for even like the power armor dudes. You know what I mean? Because like that feels like you wouldn't really normally get that. But by knocking out their suit, this is also really cool over here because I noticed that you can use a biocell on this. I saw that a second ago. I was like, oh, that's cool. You can use a biocell, and then you can get up here, and you could like turn this breaker on, which electrifies the floor, which is another way to knock him out. God, dude. Yeah, I think that like so far, I would say my favorite is definitely, of course, the original, and then I would say this one definitely after that. I like Human Revolution too. I think it's really cool, but this is really neat. I've heard though that from what y'all were saying, like people who have played it, they were like, yeah, it just kind of ends like abruptly because apparently this was like, I think Square. Tell me if this sounds familiar. Apparently Square like wanted to break this game up into like multiple parts or some shit because money, I guess. So some folks said it does kind of end a little bit sudden.
Smiley, I've got the scan.
Yeah? Fantastic. Bring it down to my office and we'll see if I'm right.
Copy that.
Yeah, Metal Gear is always silly. I guess Metal Gear like 1 and 2 take themselves like slightly more. I feel like it gets sillier as it goes on, but it always is silly, if that makes sense. Like parts of it, like I feel like there are aspects of like 1 and 2 that try to stay a little bit more grounded, but then they end up kind of going, they go off the rails anyway. Like there's Metal Gear Solid 2's opening is still probably like burned in my brain as like for the time, interaction wise and graphically, one of the most impressive things I've ever seen in my life. Like that shit. I remember doing the ship section in Metal Gear Solid 2, and I just remember being like, this is it. This is video game. Where I would love to compile a list of where do we go from here moments of like games that have those where do we go from here moments, which obviously we kept going and we kept doing whatever, but like Metal Gear definitely has a few of those where you're just like, holy, it's like the rain and the ship and the amount of like interactable people that are there and like the music and just the vision. It's just crazy. Like Metal Gear Solid 2's opening is so wild. Like, and then 3's crazy with like all the camouflage stuff, and 3, I think the reason 3 isn't, the reason I always think I like 2 is because I like the more modern / future setting rather than the like 1960s setting. Really like that, but if I had to pick one, I think I like the more future element stuff for Metal Gear, or feeling like it was like modern times. Because I always thought Metal Gear did it's not that I don't like the 60s thing, I just always thought that Metal Gear did a really good job with making things in the present, coming up with like futuristic, like the way the codec works in Metal Gear Solid 1, I think, and they talk about like the bone stimulating like ear thing, and how that was like that is a technology that exists, but it didn't quite exist in the capacity that they were using it for at the time. It kind of does now, but still not quite. But I just think that that's really cool, and I thought that was like one of those things where they kind of took existing technology and made it like a little bit more futuristic to work with, like, you know, crazy espionage gadgets and stuff. Which, I mean, like James Bond and shit like that is most espionage crap kind of ends up doing that anyway. But you get what I'm saying. So, all right, where are we going now? Oh, I guess we're just heading back. Oh, he's going back to the office at TF-29. This is a really cool segment. There seemed to be like, I kind of went at it like unga bunga non-lethal, but it seems like there are some really cool stuff. I think I kind of wasted my Praxis kits though, because I'm looking at it now and yeah, because a biocell just, that was my fault though. That was because of the EMP thing. I shouldn't have done that. That was stupid. I done shocked myself. Yeah, that's what I was saying before. The bone conducting ones, they exist. They existed. They exist now in a closer capacity to what they were trying to say that the codec was like when that came. Does that make sense? So it's like it's like more of a developed technology, whereas like they were kind of doing it in more of like a futury, you know, super espionage gadget type thing. So I don't know, man. Metal Gear Solid 2 is just fucking awesome. That game is so damn ahead of its time and so scary, honestly. Like, and I think they did when they interviewed Kojima one time and they were talking about the relevancy of like some of the stuff he had written for that, and I think he said something along the lines of like he just wrote like a future that he would hate to see or something like that. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. No weird like prophet-y bullshit. He's just like, yeah, I just wrote like about a future I just really didn't want to see or something like that. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, god damn. I was like, we're letting down Kojima. I was like, oh jeez. Yeah, the concept of like the Patriots is, I mean, the Patriots are effectively what most people would refer to as like the Illuminati, and they kind of cover that. They kind of cover shit. Well, and I feel like they do that in Deus Ex too, with literally the Illuminati. So, but like, you know, so the Patriots as a concept weren't really, like, you know, something that was like so crazy inventive or whatever, but the way they did it was really interesting. This is where using like a regular pistol with like the EMP ammo feels like that probably would have been a good call. I just realized I was going like the most ass backwards way to get over there when I could literally just run back. I totally forgot that this guy was even here. It was also one of the probably earliest instances I can think of, and Metal Gear was very. As a matter of fact, Metal Gear and Metal Gear Solid 2. I'm sorry, Metal Gear Solid, Metal Gear Solid 2. I think are like two of the earliest instances of actually impactful. Like the game is fucking with you, and they were done like well. And I say like the first instances of it to the point where like. It like freaked people out, right? Like that's like Psycho Mantis reading your memory card is genius. It's genius because they had to have they recorded specific dialogue for like things that they knew would be games that people would probably have save data of. You know what I mean? So like that was a conversation that they had to have in development when they're sitting there writing these things, and the whole thing with Psycho Mantis reading your memory card and messing with like your controller and having to plug into like controller port 2 and like this kind of that whole situation is like so cool, because that means that's a conversation that they had to have in writing and setting up that game, where they had to be like, okay, when this comes out, you know, whenever, what things are we going to have to, like, what are we expecting people to have on like their memory cards? You know what I mean? Like, and I think that that's really why the loading screen's like encoding nightmares in this. Yeah, like, having to have that conversation though to me is so cool. Like the idea of them sitting down and be like, okay, what's either coming out or what's hot right now that people are probably going to have save data of.
What did you do, Jensen? State police is saying another augmented terrorist just hit them at the train station.
They were interfering with evidence collection.
Fucking A. Now I'm ordering you to see our psychologist.
Wow, is that like the...
waiting for you.
Copy that. Have to meet Smiley.
I wonder if that always happens.
Because Cheng found us a new lead in the case. In telecam footage fingering Ark. It's gonna put you inside Gollum City.
Well, now I'm curious to see if like you just sneak through that really quick. If it's like, well, that sucks. We don't have any good. Yeah, because technically they never like alerted anyone else. We did get like spotted, but they were instantly dispatched. But I also still don't know quite how Deus Ex handles that, because like you would think if somebody spots you and you knock them out and it goes immediately away from alert status and you drag the body away or whatever.
Telling me you don't think they should all be moved?
I don't know. Yeah, I still don't know how that works. I guess he always, maybe that's always the dialogue?
Just make it through this shift.
Maybe in the future Kojima can write the future he wants to see instead of the one he doesn't, so he gets to be a positive prophet. I see you have 57 hours logged in Honey Select. I don't even know what that is. Which one is that? But yeah, like and that became very popular, like the games that were like fucking with you. I think one of my favorites at the time was a game called One Shot, which to this day I think people still are playing for like the first time, which is cool. But One Shot was really cute. It did some really interesting stuff.
Stay quiet.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. Yeah, maybe he always says like, or maybe they're just looking for another reason to blame it on an AUG terrorist, you know, like that's... If these were actual like e-bikes, these would be pretty cool. Oh nice, they just stun gun him there. That was cool. Yeah, I really like this compared to Human Revolution in terms of like the way they kind of do like Prague in general. It being like kind of like a hub area feels a lot more.
Hey there.
I don't really get much time.
You mean to talk to this guy?
What do you mean by other?
Well, I figure.
Okay, yeah, he's.
Biocells, man.
Okay, cool. Damn, that's not bad for.
Sure.
Not bad for biocells. One Shot got a revival? Oh, did they? Oh, what's up? No. That's cool, though. Yeah, that was how it worked in Human Revolution, I guess. I was wondering if it was maybe a little different in this, because it's a little bit more polished, a little bit more... Damn, dude. Fucking rate my setup over here. Some of the music in this does seem a bit more reminiscent of, like, the original Deus Ex. The more I think about that game, the more impressed I am by it. Because it's so damn goofy, but, like, it really... It's weird that a game kind of stays in my brain, especially if it's, like, an older game like that I'm playing for the first time. Because normally I can kind of see, like, its glaring flaws of it just being older. You know, just an older game or whatever. Because video games are unique in that way, I think, that, like, it's a little different than, like, movies, because I feel like movies... Wow. Movies, depending on, like, the practical effects used and, like, the grade of acting and, you know, score and all that stuff, like, I feel like they can age, and you can 100% watch a movie from, like, 70s or 80s and still be impressed by it, of course. Like, there's plenty of reasons to be impressed by a lot of that stuff. Because you can always look at it from, like, the, man, for the time, this was really cool, or whatever. But then at the same time, like, you know... I don't know, video games are interesting because they touch on all of those aspects, whereas movies have, like, their own things going on. Like I said, it's, like, the effects and the score and this and that, whatever. Video games have the visuals, they've got the score, they've got the level of interactivity, what type of interactivity it is. Because there's, like, player agency and involvement. And I think that's just kind of interesting, though. But it is a little bit more rare, I think, for like an older game to, like, stick in my brain for a little bit longer, because they are at a little bit of a disadvantage due to the way technology's kind of progressed, you know.
Welcome.
Now, I'm not saying like a newer game means better. That is definitely not what I'm getting at, and y'all know that. I don't know why I'm saying that like y'all don't know that, but that's what's really impressive about the original Deus Ex to me. It's like it's so goofy.
Nothing for you in there.
Sewers.
But its subject matter is absurdly impressive for when it was written. But then again, so was The Matrix, and so was like so many other sci-fi cyberpunks. I mean, look at like Star Trek. I mean, for God's sake, Next Gen was in the late 80s, early 90s, and like that was insane for when it came out with some of the subject matter that they were touching on. So that's just how it be sometimes, man. Things are just like way ahead of their time, and that's kind of been the vessel. I mean, that's been like sci-fi as like a genre in general. I feel like has always had so many like cautionary tales and interpretations of stuff. And if I can't get a reservation, I'm gonna throw your table in the drink. Well, that's why this dude's upset. He's got a plant for a wee-wee, and he's also low poly.
Prostitutes. City is falling apart.
I watched Sorcerer this week, and its visuals are legit better than probably any visuals since then. Yeah, it's probably because of the, you know, and I'm not knocking on CG because there's some really good CG now, especially. But this is gonna sound like really stupid, but like I would take the visuals of like the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, even with like the mistakes in the costumes and whatever. The costume work in that is still fantastic and looks so grounded, and it matches the setting. I would take watching that over like obviously a modern Ninja Turtles movie or something, but not to say that those are like horrible or anything like that, but I would definitely take that visually over something that was newer, like an Avatar, like you're saying. You know, and it's not just like the standard like practical effects jack off fest. It's just they fit so well. So I had the best chat experience while waiting for news of this game here in their channel.
Oh,
wait.
Hello.
Oh, like you were hanging out like in a chat for Deus Ex Mankind Divided, like you were waiting for like an announcement thing or something?
Adam, I finally decrypted the audio off the Whisper chip tap. Fucking cold, man. You gotta hear it.
I have my hands full right now. Tell me where you are and I'll come when I can.
There's an old limb clinic in the Daphne district. It's closed down. Nobody goes there anymore. I'll be inside.
Oh yeah, Jagged, yeah. Dude, Eternal Darkness is one of those things I probably need to play at some point, but like, I played it twice, if I remember correctly, and I feel like as much as I like it, I'd probably have a hard time getting through it. Because I remember like very specific things I'd probably struggle getting through it. Oh yeah, back to my original point though. Yeah, I think the Metal Gear Solid series was probably the first couple instances of like, we're fucking with your shit, and it like really coming across as like super impressive or impactful or, you know, whatever. Then that's of course the ending to Metal Gear Solid 2, and then just like all of Psycho Mantis bullshit was also fantastic. But the ending to Metal Gear Solid 2 is like still one of the best. It's still good. Like, I mean,
hey, how's it going?
If you were playing through that for the first time, it's still good.
It's right here.
You're a lifesaver, Adam. Seriously, Miller was in a foul mood when he left here. I don't need to give him another excuse to chew me out.
He left. Where'd he go?
Didn't ask, didn't think he wanted me to know. Did those state police jerks get
That's the other reason I know that I'm like dead ass tired from nostalgia crap is this is some cold brew, which normally has a little bit higher caffeine content, so.
Good. They had it coming.
So what's on the scan?
Yeah, people remember like Fish and Mailed and all that stuff, which that is great. Those are awesome. But like that entire interaction as everything is just like breaking down with like Colonel and everything like that, it's so damn good. Like that entire sequence is just absolutely fantastic.
I believe what the evidence tells me. This DSD has all the answers we need, from the chemical makeup of the explosive used.
Yeah, I guess this dude is the new Alex, yeah.
Clothing, I'm sure of it.
Okay.
I think I read somewhere that that character from Deus Ex, he was also part of like the Denton project or something like that. Because there were like several people who were like attempted like clones or whatever or some shit that just didn't quite make the cut or whatever. I can't remember if he was one of those. It's another character. I know Paul, of course, is part of it, but There was like 2 other characters I remember that were apparently part of that project too, that were like early, I don't know, something like that. I might have misread. I don't want to go talk to this dude over here, and also only got 1 prax. I think I kind of wasted some praxies on the energy recharge. I think that might have been overkill. Oh well. Too late now. And strength has got the wall punch, and also it's got inventory upgrade, which is nice. What a shame. There's the LiDAR thing, which is cool. Smart Vision is definitely the one I probably want to get back. You know what I am going to grab really quick? I'm going to grab the vision feedback, because I feel like that helped out a ton, being able to see the cones. You know, I remember hearing about that at one point, GTC, but I didn't know if that was, like, confirmed at some point, because there were a lot of things around that time with stories like that. But then again, some of it's not just stories. They straight, like, it's like the Spider-Man promotional imagery where he catches, like, the helicopter or whatever in between
Adam,
the World Trade Center.
I appreciate you coming in to speak with me, and well, I know you're probably getting this from everyone today, but I need to ask, are you okay? I've seen footage from the train station, but being there must have...
Is that what this is about?
No, that was sympathy. This is a standard agent health interview to determine combat readiness.
That is such an extreme collar.
Here,
I just noticed
I got you
that.
this from the dispensary.
You got me neuropazine? Look, Doc, I was caught off guard by a terrorist attack. Might have knocked some things out of whack, but it doesn't mean my body's gonna start rejecting my augments.
True, but traumatic experiences can kick a hornet's nest into...
Or in this case, a million bees in a truck.
Neuroprosthetics.
Would you believe me if I told you my body doesn't reject mechanical implants?
No. But my policy is for straight talk only in the room, so if you want me to believe that you're...
I noticed at the beginning of this, it said something like the logo for it said like Deus Ex Universe, and I was like, oh my god. I was like, they did a really good job of ending that universe pretty quick.
There's some very interesting history here. Mind if we take a trip down memory lane?
Is this gonna take long?
It says here that you were with Detroit SWAT, but left in 26 to head up Seraph Industries Security Division. David Seraph was at...
Does it hurt to see 26 written like that, because we're literally in 26?
David Seraph always attracted a lot of controversy.
Yes, I've seen some of his interviews.
No, I actually...
enhancement technologies. I wonder if the incident changed...
I think I watched the...
Certainly didn't seem that way on the day.
Yeah, I watched one of the Street Fighter trailers earlier. I think it was on my phone. But it seemed fine. It seems like a ridiculous video game film. I will probably see it whenever it comes out. Well, or after it comes out at some point. Yeah, this whole, like,
I don't remember. They tell me they pulled me out of the ocean, but a year of my life is still a blur.
Yeah, something's fishy about this.
Your memories may come back.
Especially with that thing of having
and
two...
if they do, my door is always open, should you need to discuss anything.
2 Jason Stathams.
I won't, but thanks.
In that artwork.
You are very lucky to be alive. Although I'm not so sure the world...
Which either leads me to believe they cloned his ass or something. I don't know.
The enemy, which actually leads me to my next question. So far, no one's claimed responsibility for the attack at Rizika. But with the human restoration vote coming, well, it's no secret Prague has become the symbol of legalized augmented oppression.
And the Augmented Rights Coalition is camped at its back door, trying to expose and resist it.
Most of the world thinks of them as terrorists. Augmented terrorists. If it turns out they are guilty, well, being augmented yourself...
How am I gonna feel? There are no easy answers, Doc. If the Augmented are behind this, maybe they felt it was their only recourse. Or maybe terrorism would stop if the ruling class...
Yeah, I did notice that they were...
their own actions contribute to it.
I did notice they were missing in that.
Investigating ARC, there's no...
Was that changed at like a later date or something? Because Deus Ex came out in 2000, right?
And it's criminals that are responsible for this chaos, augmented or not. My job is to prevent further bloodshed.
That's good to hear. Listen, Adam, I appreciate you taking the time to talk with me.
I didn't realize I had a choice.
It was like that at release.
You didn't? Still, I thank you. I'll let the director know that I'm officially clearing you for the...
What date did that come out?
Well, it's probably best if I get back to work, Doc. I'll see you around.
Dude, imagine just grabbing a bottle of prescription painkillers out of a doctor's office and walking away. Jesus Christ, that's so intense. But like, all right, man, I'm just gonna steal these real quick. No biggie. No biggie, no biggie, no biggie.
Hey, Adam.
You didn't get help up at a checkpoint or something, did you? I'm inside the clinic waiting for you.
Sorry, Alex. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Hope you're not losing sight of what's important here. Sorry, this place just brings back memories. Don't take too long.
Wait, her full name is Alejandra? I didn't even see that. I mean, it makes sense that shortening it to Alex then, if that's the case.
My goodness.
Yeah, I need to look that up now with the Deus Ex thing. What's the reasoning for that then? Because that wouldn't make much sense. They would just have that removed. I mean, it would make sense if it was after, but or if they patched it later or something. But
Lots of reports of suspicious activity lately.
yeah, what's the reasoning for that then? Find the source of the hack.
Everyone is doing it. Why not me?
She's not going to learn her lesson.
My brain is moving so slow.
Who listens to that garbage?
GTC's leaving me hanging because they said fun fact, and I don't know if there was anything other than it just wasn't there. I thought the fun fact was gonna be like the reason that it wasn't there. I'm damn dangling over here. I'm like, wait, so like, oh well, we could hacky doodle that, which we do have the juice for that, or we could find another way in. Which finding another way in is always fun with this. But hacky doodle's fun too, because that counts as a way in, right?
So, did I tell you or what?
You know, I kind of love to see a game like this, and it would never ever do well at this point, and we're pretty. It's pretty evident that that's the case because obviously, like the immersive sim type thing just does not do well. The closest you can get is if you make it like an open world RPG type deal or something, but even then I don't think that's enough. Oh, so you can't climb up there. But giving it like a super small space like this and just giving it like insane levels of like density, like so much like interaction with just like small things like all over the place. And but yeah, I know that'd be like really hard to do, and I don't even know how the hell they pull that off and have it still be like something that people actually enjoy, because like I think a lot of it would just get overlooked, you know. You know, we could probably just we could get rid of the spent IV blood bag. I think that's probably fine.
Hey, glad you can make it. Any trouble getting away?
Miller's been giving me some leeway, but not much. I did.
Like how it said I was a felon, even though I had the code to get in here. Girl, there's like bugs and shit down here. What are we doing?
It used to welcome people like us, go out of its way to entice Augs to live here. This clinic was built because Prague saw us as its future. Now, look at it.
Times change, Alex.
I know, trust me. Even got the scars to prove it.
You're a valuable asset. The Collective could have sent you anywhere. Why Prague?
You really need to ask? Ever since the incident, paranoia and racism are eating this city alive. The whole world's watching just to see how Prague handles its AUG problem.
Didn't realize the entire Collective was pro-AUG.
Not everyone is. But we all know our real enemies need chaos to operate in. Play the right chord, pull the right string, and Prague has plenty of that.
You know, I'm over here saying Prague because I was like, is this a joke because it's like pro-AUG? You get it?
You said we got something?
Yeah, listen to this.
Like maybe that's why somebody picked
A
it.
little heads up would have been nice.
Sending your team to Dubai was my call, but now we need to go by the book. Focus on ARC.
You want me to pin all of this on them? The bombings in Prague, the break-in at Vesalife, and Dubai?
Officially, all 5 attacks involved augmented terrorists.
That's what.
Clear?
That's how I thought it was pronounced.
Yes, sir. But send me the reports if you
But
want me
maybe
to
I'm
prove
wrong.
it, because
Yeah, I thought it was
don't
Prague.
operate in North America.
Which again is where
They're setting
I
up
was kind of
ARC
like,
there.
haha,
They
it's
sent
funny
you
because this
into
is a
that
city where they like
ambush in
welcome
Dubai, and now they want to
augments
pin
or whatever,
everything
so
on
they're
the Augmented
pro
Rights
AUG.
Coalition. I told you Miller was dirty.
Got it.
Sounds to me like Miller's following orders. It also sounds like he's not happy about it.
All right, whatever. Maybe he's just a stooge. You can't say the same about the man he's talking to.
His boss, Joseph Manderley.
Director of TF-29 operations worldwide.
Well, how about that?
The only person at Interpol higher than him is the General Secretariat.
Now I'm even more angry that like apparently this just ends abruptly because that's fucking cool.
What was that bit?
The way they've tied in like some of the existing characters in
break-in
Deus
that
Ex has
never
been really
happened?
neat so far.
Yeah, I started digging into that right after I decrypted
I didn't expect
the
Manderley to
conversation.
show up,
What'd you find?
Like I said, man, it's the
but that would
break-in
make sense
never
because this is
happened.
about what 20
VersaLife is one of the biggest pharma
or about
companies
18
on the
years
planet.
before
The only one still manufacturing neuropathy.
UNATCO
If it got
was
broken
created or
into,
whatever.
It would have been big news.
So why are they saying it did? First Life doesn't produce just
Because UNATCO was a pretty new organization by the
research and
time
development division.
Deus Ex rolled around, right?
Yeah, so?
They'd
What does
only
that
been
have
around
to
for a
do
little
with
bit.
ARC? Why frame them for break-in?
They want them to look like terrorists. I guess it depends on what they'll say was stolen. See what the Collective can dig up.
I was all. Oh,
If
did
this
he show up
really
in
is
the
a
ebooks and
conspiracy,
emails and
then
HR?
break-in will
Okay,
be the threat to
that makes
pull off.
sense since we didn't read
What are you
those
gonna
super
do?
in depth.
I'm gonna finish my investigation. Find out who really bombed the station. I'll let you know when they turn up.
For anybody who doesn't remember, when we were playing through,
Okay.
Manderley was the boss dude that we talked to at UNATCO headquarters. So she was a pretty interesting character
We still going to
because
Gotham City?
You are. Meet me at Kopecki's puppet shop. Your pilot's en route. I'll brief you there.
Copy that.
my brain just like stopped working. No, I'm gonna save the next practice thing. I guess we'll get probably the Icarus Dash thing. That might be cool. I mean, really, any of them are cool. I'm fine with whatever. Why are you banging on car?
Assholes try anything.
Copy that.
Skoro mi připadá, že jsme v
When
chomoutu
did they
s
close the
Rusákem.
puppet shop? It's been closed for ages, maybe a year or more.
Good.
My niece loved those little marionettes they used to have.
This isn't creepy.
The ones that look like dogs.
Man, this just makes me excited for whenever Liza P gets its sequel. I kind of wonder what they're going to call that since I still think Liza P is a terrible fucking name. Terrible name for what is probably the best Souls-like game to come out, period. In my opinion. Alright, here's my plane. Yeah, I hope so. I really hope it's good because it maybe the only way I can see it not being good is if they get a little too big for their britches situation. 'Cause I really Liza P has like so much heart to it because I feel like they kind of had something to prove on that. And that team obviously was pretty damn good at what they did. I think it'll be fine. I can't imagine it'd be bad. I'd say the only thing that's really happened with in recent memory was probably Dragon's Dogma. And that was mainly just because I love Dragon's Dogma so much that it was just hard for me to get into it at the time. Wow, this is a bitch. I need to eventually go back and try to play Dragon's Dogma again. Because remember, it's not Dragon's Dogma 2 in some places. I was looking at that the other day, and it still confuses the shit out of me that, like, all the, like, in-game and stuff like that, it, like, doesn't say that it's Dragon's Dogma 2, but then there's, like, all the promotional stuff for, like, the store and everything was, like, Dragon's Dogma 2. But what are they... What was it at the title screen? I remember I joked about it when I saw it, but I was like, oh my god, they just straight up are just like, oh, this is Dragon's Dogma, we're doing it for real this time. For realsies this time. Yeah, the DLC was good. I remember catching the, like, the speed run of it, or something like that, of the DLC specifically. And,
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
God damn, I might not be able to outpace this. Yeah, because they're, like, already hitting us. That's crazy. Unless I had, like, a breach thingy or something like that, which I don't. Oh, wait, I think... Can't you craft some of those? No, that's, like, mines and all that stuff. You know, I haven't used the multi-tool yet. Wonder how that works. Also, I wonder how neuropazine works in this case. It's also really cool that they brought back the, I don't know... How do they work in this? I don't even see it here. Oh, there it is. Sideways, I guess. I just didn't notice. God, I hope it does that stupid little, like, fiddly animation. It doesn't. It's not quite as goofy, but still cool. Yeah, I thought I was kind of alone in the general, like, having a hard time getting into this, mainly because, I mean, not mainly because of the optimization stuff, but just whatever, but apparently that was a little bit more common than I thought. A lot of people had trouble with performance issues at launch, and it really soured it for... I mean, it makes sense, like, that sucks when the game just runs like shit. And I think it was also... There was, like, no reason to think it was going to be like that, because Capcom had, like, such a good track record with stuff up until that point. Because for the most part, all those games that had come... It really was. It was Dragon's Dogma and Monster Hunter that just had, like, the worst fucking optimization on stuff. And I kind of hate using that word sometimes, but it is the best word for it. I mean, it really was just... It was just poorly... Just ran poorly and everything else, so... And again, that sucks. I'll eventually go back and try Dragon's Dogma again. I just don't know when. Probably get rid of this mine at this point, I think. That's another chunky ass lock.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
God, some of these are nuts. Like some of the hacking things.
Access
I just do not have time for that. I might have to spend some more praxies on the hacksies. Yeah, that's tough. Or just make more multi-tools. I guess that would also work. I need to go sell shit too to whenever I come across a vendor, which I probably should have done when I was in Pragu last time. Yeah, I do wonder if, like, with the music, they were trying to go for, like, more of some of the ambient approach of Deus Ex. Or rather, the ambient tracks, because that game does not have an ambient approach in a lot of cases, but you get what I'm saying, like, some of the more, like, ambient pieces from that. It's an interesting place for that drain. I guess that makes sense, though. I mean, the drain could be wherever, as long as there's a slight, like, slant for it. Wow, shotgun EMP ammo, that's interesting. I appreciate y'all for hanging out. I know it's Friday, and I know I'm kind of dead, and I missed last night, I missed a couple of days ago, because the... Oh, neat. That was cool. Security rating 5, oh my god. Yeah, I guess we're making another multi-tool, because... Those things are expensive, though. Where... What? Oh, we didn't have room, so it threw it on the ground. That's actually pretty funny. Trying to find what is probably... Was it guns or ammunition that were more expensive to sell? I mean, whatever. We'll run across like 18 other 10mm pistols. I think we'll be okay. Laser targeting system. Maybe you can actually upgrade, maybe you can actually upgrade... Sorry, my brain just died. So I guess if you go to customize, you can add... Yeah. Oh, wow. That's crazy. You can actually do, Oh, you can use your crafting stuff to increase the ammo capacity, too. Well, that's neat. Huh. That's really cool. Looks like you can change, like, the... That's really neat. So I guess that's where you change, like, your, like, EMP rounds and stuff for, like, if you're doing the... Like, 10mm and you want to use it as, like, a... thing to shut down whatever. Incredibly honed tee powers. Oh. Oh. I was expecting the safe to contain like 5.9. Yeah, that would have been appropriate.
Problems?
Nothing I can't handle. We're just waiting on chicane.
So tell me about this new lead then. The Intellicam footage.
State police dropped it off this morning, badly corrupted. But Cheng worked his magic and managed to recover some images. They show an org in a yellow hoodie, dropping bags where each bomb went off.
You ran facial recognition? You got an ID?
Couldn't see his face, but the bags are the same ones used by Talos Rucker and his aid workers in the Utilet complex.
That's a stretch.
3 bombings in Prague in 6 months, Jensen.
Yeah, he said
All
Prague.
After the leader of ARC took up residence in that ghetto. Rucker needs to
In
answer
Pro
to
Og.
these attacks. Here's chicane now.
I still think it's so funny to me that, like, how futuristic the helicopters and vertibird, whatever the hell you want to call these things. How, like, insane they look compared to the stupid, silly helicopters that are in Deus Ex.
Am I late? Are you too early?
Are you quiet?
You're right on time. Agent Jensen was just agreeing that we need to bring Rucker in.
Quick snatch and grab. Should be easy enough.
So we've already decided he's guilty?
We just need to talk to him on our terms, not when he's surrounded by fanatics. Getting into Gollum isn't the problem.
Talking to big
Rucker
Twitch
is.
streamers when they're not streaming.
Our territory is fiercely defended. No one sets foot in there.
Not even the state.
I love you, man, who sits in an empty white room and just
Rucker
says
wasn't
words.
forced into Gollum's
Like,
city.
yeah.
He bought his way in.
Blackmailed would be more apt. He threatened to go.
If I ever
public
fire
with
up the stream and I'm just sitting there in an empty white room, and
the United Nations Security Council had swept under the rug.
Got them to force the Czech
just
government to
that's
hand over
that's gonna be
part
like
of the
next year's April
complex to
Fool's
him.
prank, since that'll be the 11-year thing, so I can get away with doing stupid. I'm just gonna sit in an empty
He
white
stays
room
quiet and guarantees safety
in a
for
chair,
himself and his followers.
just like really far away from the computer.
So how do
That's
I
it.
get in?
I'd made a deal with an ARC prospect named Tibor
Did we kill
Soto.
Malik? I don't think so.
Promised to get his family out of the complex, so long as he gets you past ARC's check.
The guy that we like had to try to save at the beginning?
We have to. It's that or nothing.
Was that him? I don't think we did.
Sokol will meet you at an apartment in the housing district, number 237. Any questions?
All right, now I'm good.
Let's get this over with.
Let me know when you've got Rucker.
Oh yeah, she was the pilot in Human Revolution. That's right.
Goddamn, Jensen. Every time I look at you, I can't believe the amount of jewelry you've got on. Tell me, how's that aftermarket shit working out for you?
Never better. Maybe you should reconsider. What with that limp?
No. I like my limp. Keeps me honest. You ready to light out?
I think it'd be okay if you got that fixed, man. You deserve it. Yeah, I'm just gonna roll. I feel like whatever.
Let's do this.
Good. Strap in.
The yellow hoodie guy was the terrorist who walks past you. I have no clue who we're talking about. It was also a few days ago. My memory is absolutely terrible. So.
But still we have no answers. No one has yet claimed responsibility. Dr. Tallis,
You know what else is weird? Is remember how we talked about the ice thing, the icebreaker, whatever from Deus Ex, and I made a joke about how the reference to ice as like a defense system
Interesting pre-game
in
ritual.
Cyberpunk, since that's like apparently a
Getting
common
pissed
thing in the
enough to end this
Cyberpunk
guy.
setting in general. I don't think we saw that in Human
no
Revolution
killer.
or Mankind Divided yet, like the usage of that term.
Thought he'd done enough to warrant extreme prejudice.
How far out are we?
Coming up on it now. Not many spots I can set her down. You got a preference?
Get as close to the ground as you can. I'll take it from there.
Whatever you say, boss.
That's a really cool imagery. That's not. Damn. That was like the most dramatic shit. It was like, damn, that's a crazy. This is like the oh. Right. Once you see what this place actually is, you're like, oh, never mind. Cool scenery. That's a neat shot into some beatings. It's like, all right, good deal.
Jensen.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. Was the ice is apparently used as like a.
How close did you get?
Well, because we were joking about how it was what was a backronym or whatever, because it was like
Sector should be just ahead of you.
what did it stand for? And it sounded like it was back. It sounded like it was all fucked up, like the order of it. It was like a shit. I can't remember what it was now. I do remember it was funny though, because it did sound like it was backwards, or like it was like out of order or whatever. I have never been. The closest I've been to being out of the country, and it doesn't even count, is Puerto Rico. Since that's still a U.S. territory. Should just be a fucking state at this point. You think with how obsessed the United States is with alcohol, that they would have already done that just based off of the rum alone. That was the craziest shit in Puerto Rico when I went like years and years ago. It was like stands in gas. It's like growing up in the South, especially with their weird ass like alcohol laws and stuff like that. Seeing like little standees and gas stations and shit like that selling like Bacardi rum was just absolutely crazy. Dude, you're gonna get punched through the fucking ceiling here in like 2 seconds.
Welcome to Golem City, Clank.
Well, he says Gollum too. I say Gollum as like that's how I pronounce that. This is how I've always said it. I've been corrected many times. They're like, oh no, it's Golem, and I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. But I've always just said Gollum. Isomorphic cryptography encoders or something equally nonsense. Think of words about security that start with these letters. Work it back. We'll figure it out. Boy, so much for these being security containers because they aren't very secure. That's faux show. Dude, I think we're gonna have to put points into Hackathy, because this is nuts. It's mainly the time. Like, we don't get our little node doesn't get capped as easy. Shit. Yeah, our node doesn't get capped as easy there. It's just, if we're gonna be doing this much hacking crap, we should probably do it. I don't know if the L4 stuff. No, that's like just strictly. If it's L4 or above, I'm probably just gonna make a multi-tool to hit it. But I do need to. This is just for fortification, I think. That's not gonna help us very much either. Yeah, I guess the likelihood of detection. This was super helpful in Human Revolution, so. Hacker man. Yeah, intrusion countermeasure electronics. Yeah.
Anomaly detected.
So they were trying to do a Kickstarter for the Cyberpunk card game or something like that. I still don't have time there. Holy shit. We did get a lot of stuff though, and we have a bunch of crafting materials. Like, I don't know. Now that I know that I can do that, I'm burning through those. Maybe we need to try to hit the spam terminal thing first or something. I don't know. We can also pop the little stealth buff too.
Anomaly detected.
I think it's just a matter of like trying to get to like the spam nodes and things like that quicker. But again, that's not quite what's causing us problems anyway. It's mostly the timer on it. I still wonder if that radio station in Cyberpunk is a reference to Samizdat or whatever it is, or however you pronounce that, because that's technically that is a thing. How do you pronounce that? Because not everything has to be a fucking reference, but because it means like clandestine self-published and underground distribution of banned literature, political and cultural material. Right. So it's like it's a thing, but I do wonder if its usage in like that radio station for Cyberpunk is one of those things that was like super intentional or whatever. Oh, so it's Samizdat. Okay, got it. Wait. No, okay, I get it. Never mind. My brain wasn't working.
I don't like the coffee here anymore.
Tomodachi Life, living the dream, look at Xbox 360 as fuck. I might need to pick that up after Frost talking about it earlier. I might see if
Tell them to go away.
I don't know if Erica would probably get a kick out of that. It depends if she's in the mood for whatever type game like that. I don't know if she's got the brain space for that right now. Look at this piece of shit. He gets shut down from an EMP. What a baby. Dude, this zone is really interesting so far. This might be one of my favorites yet. It's really fucking depressing. Good. Wow, we're just bringing them out. We're just bringing everybody in, aren't we? That's good. I like how we're already taking damage from that. I like how they're all like, oh my god, that's crazy. I'm like, dude, but look at me, man. What were you just trying to do? Oh, did we punch the one civilian too? Oops. Well, that would definitely be part of the problem, I guess. Well, that's interesting. Apparently the glass shield drains energy the faster you move. That's actually interesting. God, the load times here are terrible. Ever seen Kowloon the Walled City? I mean, I'm familiar with it, like, as a thing. You talking about the weird game that came out that was like a horror game that used that as a setting, but then had like nothing to do with that at all, or some shit? It was really weird. I think the game just crashed. I think this is stuck. Fuck. We've had some weird issues with Mankind Divided that we didn't really have with Human Revolution, so. Yep, that is just... Yep, I guess that's just dead. Alright, cool. Well. Wouldn't be Deus Ex if we didn't just randomly crash for some reason. No, I know, like, I know what, that's what I'm asking, like, are you talking about, like, the game that was, like, that shitty indie horror game that came out of it, or are you talking about just, like, the city itself, or whatever? Tell me about the Deus Ex universe. That hurt Steven Sue. Like, here's a reminder that you will never get another one. You know what the worst part is like, I feel like even if Deus Ex, let's say for example that like some like really solid like indie development team got like a hold of it or something, you know. Oh. Well, I definitely just pissed them off by coming in here. This also is a way to handle all of them without getting like, oh, never mind. Oh my god, okay, we get it. Well, we pissed off the entire city, so that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. You always wish you could live in a place like that? Didn't it have like a shitload of issues though?
Please, no! This area is restricted. What needs to get out of here will not be tolerated.
Why do they get mad if you just like here. That dude dead? Okay, he's not dead. All right. Well, at least that this whole thing broke up, I suppose.
You people. Now what? What other lies have you come to tell me?
I'm sorry to bother you, but I'm here to see Sokol. He's expecting me.
Which one? My husband Dushan or his foolish brother Tibor? I guess it doesn't matter which one. The police took them both to the Narrows to torture them for information they do not have.
Well, time to go beat some ass.
Day, especially here. I can see that. But maybe I can help. What happened?
Like you care. My husband is gone. Tibor said he had a way of getting us out of Golem City. A contact with... Wait. Who are you?
I'm
the
Jeebus.
contact.
Man, I'm just looking for some Pringles. Again, I appreciate y'all hanging out for this. Like I said, I'm kind of
I'm sorry.
a rough week,
Normally
man.
they
The
only take
allergies and the dead.
Tibor is
Like I said, even last night we went to that little outdoor thing to see my nephew play that lacrosse game, and that was just, I was dead as shit coming back from that.
Why, and then
Love me some allergy season and it being like 20 degrees hotter than it's supposed to be right now. Because I forget it's April because it feels like fucking June.
I told you already. The Narrows. Instead of asking stupid questions, why don't you do something? Don't just stand there. They need help. Please.
Maybe I'm just looking for some Pringles. The neat thing about this area so far is it looks like it used to be like relatively like there's a pontuter in there that's hidden. What there's a way to get in there. Neat, dude. That was really cool.
Anomaly detected.
Well.
Trace program initiated. Access granted.
You are there, or do they get you already, brother? Damn. I don't care if you play Revolutionary with your ARC friends. I want you to stay away from Drago. ECR here asking questions, looking for us. Drago was able to convince them he's not involved with ARC. Does that mean a moment to introduce myself? My name is Zola Matthews. Interesting. I like how you can just say yes. End of conversation. Yes. It is me.
Chicane, we got a problem. Our contact's been swept up by the police.
That is true, yeah. I guess we could just fortify.
Jensen. Your Interpol ID won't get you any kindness with them.
That's all right. I didn't bring it with me. They're holding him in a place called the Narrows. I'll contact you after I find him.
Yeah, we gotta go beat some ass.
We have to stop them. Watch this. Interfere. Back away.
Damn, that dude's looking this way. Tee. Maybe nobody will notice. They noticed. They noticed a little bit. Yeah, little Teehee unfortunately didn't work.
Senseless violence has been laid at our feet. At the feet of all
You kind of want to see like I assume there was like something in there. Oh, there's this cop over here too. What's this all about? Oh, I guess these are multiple ways to get into wherever the hell we're trying to get. Because I'm assuming they're not just gonna let us walk in there. That's for sure. We know how this goes. We also have jumpies, which means Which means I can fall off stuff and injure myself. Oh hey, this is not locking my mouse cursor. We were just talking about that the other day, and like the why weird. That's super strange. That like almost never happens. That didn't fix it either. It normally does. Wow. We'll try going to exclusive full screen and then flipping back. Yep, that broke it again. What? Dude, I didn't even notice we had outfits. Why'd they give us that JC Denton? That JG Wentworth. I guess let me switch over to exclusive full screen, because I've got it capped anyway, so like, I don't normally do that with stuff, but it might be a little bit easier just to... That's fine, I guess. No, because the cursor is still there. What the fuck? You know what? I'm actually going to swap this over to DX11 anyway. Because I was going to do that last time. JC's fit's too strong for Jensen. Sure. I did in fact keep that Spellbind game from Wednesday. Which I was going through and doing the VOD uploads, and this Wednesday I went to go start writing the names of the games we played, and I realized that it didn't matter because like there's never in the future nobody's ever gonna be like, man, what was that stupid shitty Wednesday game we did in like 2026 that was like partially AI? Nobody cares. So I wrote like the most ridiculous description at like 4 AM or whenever the hell I put that stuff out there. So they announced they're doing a documentary for Wishbone. What? Like the dog? That's cute. Didn't realize it was like a making of documentary and thought the dog was still around. That's kind of sad. I was thinking about that. I kind of had like one of those moments recently with like Keyboard Cat where like my brain was like, yeah, Cat's still alive. And I'm like, that video is from like the 80s. It was like the late 80s or something. And then like it was uploaded in like 2002 or some shit. I'm just like, dude. You talking about the ticker that says the thing about the like the Square Enix servers or whatever, like not being connected to that shit? Because that was cracking me up when I was like starting the stream or whatever. Shit. Bouncing crates are pretty dangerous, dude. The guy who originally recorded Keyboard Cat apparently like he has like a lineage of Keyboard Cats. Like they have like new cats that like take up the mantle or some shit. I remember at one point I was looking for something as simple as like an official Keyboard Cat shirt or some shit like that. Like that was from like the dude that did the original Keyboard Cat thing. Like so that way it wasn't like just some whatever. And like they have like merch, but to my knowledge they don't even have shirts. And I was like, how in the world is there like this entire merch line that they created for Keyboard Cat and there's no just regular ass shirt for Keyboard Cat? I mean, I'm sure there is. I didn't do a lot of looking, but...
Anomaly detected.
Does fortification increase, like, your Oh my god.
Access granted.
Your detection, like, is there, like, a detection chance on fortification? Maybe I should stop doing that. Initially. We don't really have a problem with them attacking our node anyway. It's mainly just the time. Hey, look, a Praxis kit. Nice. I keep ending up with like 2 Praxis kits, or 1 Praxis kit, because I keep finding like single things to spend it on. The battery thing was definitely one of the biggest mistakes I think I did so far. Because like, I don't think that's been really that super... I mean, it's been useful. It's good for doing like multiple takedowns. I still don't know how I feel about like the energy system overall. I do kind of want to save this and at least get like the glass cloaking thing. I think that would be nice to have. Oh, that's finding a PC desk a nightmare? Can be.
Anomaly detected.
Oh my god.
Trace program initiated.
Well.
Access granted.
Holy shit, we barely made that. Yeah, I bought like IKEA used to have like a big ass block of wood type desk that's like the same size as like their regular desk, and I remember grabbing that, but like they discontinued that a while back, and then I just got a couple legs and it's been really solid. Whenever I do, I will be probably changing my desk at some point because I think I really need to get a standing desk at this point. I think it would also help with like my general energy level while doing stuff. If I'm standing up, one of the ones that can go like up and down. But my biggest thing with that is making sure that it's like really, really stable and like really secure, because I do not need that shit like randomly like collapsing or something. And oh, well,
I'm watching you.
okay. Okay, that's fine. That was always allowed. Yeah, so I've looked at like a couple different like standing desk brands that are like because I want to make sure it's like a legit, like the company's like really solid and the desk is solid and the raising and lowering is like really stable and not like, because some of the complaints I've seen from some of the cheaper ones, they're like, yeah, it's kind of wobbly. I'm like, I'm not doing that, because like Kale likes to sleep underneath the desk sometimes and shit like that, and I'm not gonna have like some desk collapse because it's like some piece of shit that just whatever. God, did nobody see us do that? Holy shit, you guys suck. And I know IKEA does a standing desk thing, but yeah, I'll probably go through like a company that does like specifically standing desks. That's a tricky one too, because I feel like it's like you gotta find one that's like good, but one that isn't like some trendy stupid tech company that just like whatever. Like, hey Dustin, thank you again for the $7 earlier. I said thanks, but you said you had no chat and no anything, so I was like, well, never mind. All right, well, we got some praxis, we got some other stuff, so that's cool. What if we could like knock this person out and like not alert everyone? Your thanks fell on deaf eyes. Hell yeah. What the hell just happened? Alright, I guess let's go downstairs or whatever. I suppose I thought that one of those things was going to be like a sneaky way to get through. It's probably this. You guys mind if I squinch on in here? Probably chill, right?
Get back to work.
Hey, Ish. I didn't kill him though. We knocked him out. And also, these cops are beating and oppressing people. Are you trying to say that that's okay? Is that what you're trying to get at? Damn, Dustin. Damn. Yes, I continue to divide mankind. You gotta do what you gotta do. God, I much prefer the stun gun in this versus like any of the shit we've had. Up to this point in the series. People need to stop being so oppressible. Oh my god. Wow, 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 wow. Man out here like wowie zowie. Whoa, why are they searching for anything? What the hell did we even do? Oh, you know what? They probably saw me dragging that thing away. They probably saw the whatever. Eat bud. Dude, I wish Jensen knew how to use PP spray too. That'd be fucking hilarious. Yeah, I know, right? Cops beating and oppressing people. That's never happened ever.
We've got trouble. Calling for backup.
Nah. That's fine, I guess. That's fine, I guess. That's cool. So the Typhoon system is, but just a bunch of pepper spray? That would make sense.
The constant babbling is irritating.
I need to find a... I see that the grid there is malfunctioning. So we could probably slip through that. Just gotta wait. Fuck. Oops. Oh, you could run in like right behind them. That's actually interesting because it wouldn't be armed at that point.
Let me see just one arc, son of a bitch.
It's probably a terrible idea.
Surrounded by planks.
I don't have the timing for that. There's bound to be another way to get through there, so we'll go to the other side. Because I think if you go to the other side, there's like vents and shit. So we'll give that a shot. It's obviously, it's not gonna work for me. We can also tag them. Well, I guess that wouldn't matter too much because then we just end up with a body sitting over there too. So. I actually don't think those vents are interactable.
Over there.
What? Wow, that was surprising. Good place for him over here, though. What the fuck? Oh my god. Well, I thought that somehow he would notice that, but that was foolish, because that was a fence, not a wall. So, I guess that makes sense. Also, welcome back to the folks who are returning chatters. It just reminds me of somebody who comes in with some like hot bullshit. Like they're just like coming with like a racial slur or something. It should just be like last time chatter. Like the system just detects it instead of first time chatter. It's like last time chatter. It's like, oh, it knows they're fucking done. Like, oh shit, there's last time chatter. It's a shame I can't just like disable it. I mean, if we had the cloak thing, I think we could use that to squidge through, but I'm surprised it, like, what even detected us last time. Oh, it was probably the dudes that were out there, the random, like, civilians. Why are they panicked? The cops are ginormous jerks. Look, now we, there's bound to be like another, there's gotta be like another way around here. I wonder if smoke grenades disrupt those. Probably not. Like now that they're doing a search is when I finally just make it through the... Oh yeah, there's a vent right here. There's probably another side to that. Or that might be the way through this. What if he had to use a lockpick on all those? Then it would be the original Deus Ex. Just gotta be like, eh. I want to see what the other, like... Oh, you could get through this. Oh, never mind. That was just not there. Okay, that's fine. Well, I don't feel quite as bad then. I thought I had made a goof. Yeah, okay, so there was just like a vent over here that we could have gone through. Calling your most hated radio show just to say last time calling. Like, I will not be doing this again.
Hey, brother, watch it. The cops are everywhere today.
I noticed that. Are you Tibor?
Yes, you're late.
Are you Timur? I played all your games.
I spoke to your sister.
Oh, yeah, we actually got Ghost for that. That's interesting. Damn, they don't give you nearly as much
all right?
It seems like she
kudos for Ghost as you got in the last game.
Yes, she can. You know, I can't help you. It's too dangerous now.
We had a deal, Sokol. You need to keep up your end.
Who do you think you are? What are you going to do? Throw me in jail?
No, but I can get you out. Won't take me long.
No, no. Please, that will just make it worse. They know who I am. They went after my family.
Interpol has promised to get you and your family out of here to safety.
Safety? There is no safety. Only tyrants who prey on the weak and the innocent.
All right, Tibor, listen. I understand why you can't come with me.
Why don't the
but I still
augmented
need to
simply
get to
kill the
What
non-augmented
happened to you and your family
and break
today
their
will happen
faces?
to others. I'll smooth it over with Interpol. Is there any other way you can help me?
I don't think Jigakuro is actually posted too many memes tonight.
Smuggler, Louis Galois. He imports items for Talos, Neuropozyne, whiskey.
I'll check it out there.
Could get you in, but you'd have to do him a favor. He likes favors.
That's something. Any other ideas?
That's true, yeah, gun still hurt, I
The
guess.
card to get to Ark territory is gone. One of the cops took it. Probably still has it on him.
Thanks, I'll look into it.
Please, I know you don't owe me anything, but if you see my brother Dushan, help him. If anything happens to him, Adela will kill me.
Of that, I have no doubt. I'll see what I can do. Chicane, get a message to Miller. Sokol's backed out of the deal.
Why am I not surprised?
He's just looking after his family. Besides, it's not a complete wash. He gave me some options on how to get into Ark on my own.
Well, just be careful, Jensen. This arsehole obviously can't be trusted. Let me know when you're in.
That went exactly how it should. It didn't kill anybody this time, so I don't have to reload, so that's nice. As long as I don't have to reload. But like, well, how the crumbles. Shit, I did it again. Just habit at this point.
Trace program initiated.
Getting with the spam.
Access granted.
Yeah, like the hacking minigame is like weirdly, I don't want to say it's like over designed, but like it kind of is. It's weird. Cause like I don't blame them for making it like more visually appealing, and it's almost like a little too busy now. It's a little bit too much going on. This feels like this would be worth using a multi. This feels like this would be worth using a multi-tool on if it was like anything that actually was worth it. And I can't tell if it's one of those instances where it'll be like a lootable object where it's like, oh, gun locker, and it'll actually have like good stuff in it, or if it's literally just stupid 10mm and shit that I don't care about.
What happens when I get busy? I get really fucking pissed off.
Never know what might happen out there.
Maybe I'm not making myself clear here. Let me show you what happens when you hold out on me. See if I
Oh,
can
somebody's gonna get
persuade you.
fucking popped.
Something tells me I don't have your full attention yet. You don't want to answer my questions? Fine. A little warning, though.
I just have a little warning though, just shoots him. That's gonna be unfortunate if they keep coming in this room. That'd be really funny, actually. Just slowly filter in here. They absolutely are. That's fantastic. Holy shit, is he giving up? Dude, that's hilarious. Oh wait, is that one of the... That's one of the turbo dudes. We do have EMP rounds for like a shotgun. We don't have a... So we could use like the... We could actually use the EMP on the shotgun to disable him and then knock him out. Which we did learn that the EMP does work for that, and that would save us having to use a grenade. Now they will absolutely hear that.
Come on, we're not done. Surrounded by planks.
God, this is gonna get stupid. I had to find a way to... I wish I had saved a 10mm now.
This is just my lucky day.
I just love this dude who was talking mad shit a minute ago, just laying him face first in the dirt.
We need harsher punishment for these ogs.
Do a little V8 splash yellow? Alright. Yeah, the shotgun EMP rounds are gonna be so fucking loud.
No updates to report.
Whatever. Oh, they weren't like a... I thought they were another turbo dude. Okay, so that brings in like 8,000 fucking people, which makes sense.
One less Hanser bastard to worry about.
God, that game over screen is painful. I actually didn't look into the mod scene for Mankind Divided. Is it also pretty sparse? Yeah, because I can't use an EMP grenade. I can't do a stealth takedown on them. because if you try to do a takedown on these guys, they just like catch your hand. I think that's really cool. Like it took a minute for it to register. It's like, oh, I'm getting zapped. All right, now we can turn off the cameras and shit. Cool. Yeah, I really like the heavy guards so far. I think they're fun.
Those cops won't be a problem anymore.
Too bad. I was just starting to warm up to them.
I can try and get some more down here if that's what you want.
No. It is better this happens now before I become too attached. You mind untying me?
Sure.
So, was it Tibor or Adela that asked you to help me? Or something else?
Righteous.
A man getting savagely beaten isn't something I can just watch, regardless of the reason.
Well, you know cops, right? Assholes do not need a reason.
I do know cops, and whether it's right or wrong, there's always a reason.
Look, all I know is that since the Ruzicka bombing, the police have been cracking down on us hard. They suspect Ark, of course, but they're blaming every AUG. For most of them, it's just another excuse to hurt us.
I thought you weren't a member of Ark.
My brother is. I just repair things for them sometimes. Heating units, security cameras. It is how I earn a living for my family.
Do you know if Ark was responsible for the Ruzicka bombing?
No. And I do not want to know. After this, I'm done with them. Being associated with Ark. Even if they are our only hope, it is not worth the pain. Look, you want to know what Ark is up to? You're going to have to ask them yourself.
Shit.
Fair enough.
Just look right behind you. That thing's called Yark, which is close enough, probably.
The things... He is no longer the... He has no more of... Shit. Power. Something. Freedom. How does it go?
Are you feeling alright?
It is this week's passphrase. It is Selznick or Solzhenitsyn. Ah, I got it. When you rob a man of everything, he is no longer in your power. He is free again. Just remember the quote. It'll get you past Lubosh. He guards the way to the Ark elevator. Just repeat the quote, and he will let you in.
Probably won't remember it.
This'll help.
But the game
Thank
will.
you.
It is the least I can do. Thanks to you, I get to sleep in my own bed tonight.
Is he just gonna walk out of here? I don't think that's gonna go too well. There's like 90 cops up there. Oh, I'm sure there are. Yeah, we just got to get up to the... I think they're up on the top level. Now we don't have to contend with the cameras, at least. Okay, this seems reasonable.
It doesn't matter if they're a grandmother or a schoolboy. If they have an AUG, they're a threat. Am I right?
I was saying that before the incident.
I can't believe they bomb our city and complain about their rights.
Exactly. Rucker talks about AUG rights like they're a different race or something. Are their children born augmented? No, to hell with their rights. We should just get rid of all of them.
Don't get too close. I think I have tuberculosis.
You can't have TB. We cured that.
No, we can treat with medicine. But when's the last time
You can't have TB. They carry that. Oh man.
You'll have some blood steps.
Oh, so that must have been where the reinforcements came from last time.
Please, help my brother.
I already did. He left.
Just leave me alone, Wrench. Traitor.
Prison within a prison. That makes no sense.
You know, I was actually going to mention something along the lines of that a minute ago. I was like, I appreciate that they have the prison inside of the prison. Effectively. Alright, what were our other objectives here? Got a couple praxis, so we can actually get something new. I don't remember what it was. I know I did say I wanted to get smart vision again, but also the glass shield would probably be really good. Because the magpie thing that like highlights items in the base or whatever seems really good, so. One of the cops who roughed him up confiscated a key card that gave me an ARC territory. If I can track down this cop, maybe I can get it. I figured it would be on that dude that was in the room with him, but I guess not. Might be on one of these jackasses, though. I guess I didn't try to loot all of them. I think I just looted big honkus. Looking good. That dude almost turned at like the exact time.
Not interested.
That dude was like, that was like breaking up like two cats who were about to have like a little tiff. Like,
It's just not fair.
that was pretty good. He's like, oh, never mind.
You can't just walk away from me.
You heard about the bombing at the train station, right?
It's terrible. I still can't believe Ark.
Why are we what are they yelling about?
They didn't. Ark are the good guys. The Prague police did it, so they have an excuse for coming to Utrecht and do some cover.
Excuse me, I didn't mean to go into the restricted area.
Wonder where Ark is hiding. I have a solution to this problem.
Trying to figure out how we're gonna get past the lasers. I thought there might be another terminal to shut that down, but because this was the way, yeah, this is the way we came in initially. That's true, yeah, cloaking would do it. If that still works. We need to probably go ahead and get that anyway, because I keep talking about it, so. Okay, so that's set to middle mouse button currently. About to find out if it still works. Sure do. Holy shit, that drains your power fast. God damn, that's crazy.
They are rounded up.
Follow procedure. A bullet for every one of them.
Can I? Game? Thank you. This person's over here is like, where's that other cop I was just talking to? Be like, I don't know. Gone, I guess. Shit. Those transitions take forever sometimes. It's so weird. I did it again. Oh my god.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Look at that. Punching all those small locks is really satisfying. Not as loud as you think it would be. Still pretty funny though. Oh shit, is this like another entrance point for this? That's crazy. Well, I was gonna try to shut that down. You might have to, I wonder if you have to creep, if you gotta creep up on him. I think I'm good on the gas mine. Oh, wow, that's a really interesting.
Guess what I just learned?
That's a crazy way to have gotten in there. Damn.
No hell. I made the mistake of going out.
Okay, we can maybe look into getting to that later. Is this just taking us back to?
This is a pleasant surprise. I wasn't expecting any customers today, given the unpleasantness outside.
Are you Louis Galois?
I am. If this is a referral, may I ask which of my customers was impressed enough to recommend me?
Tibor Sokol.
Ah, poor Tibor. But how may I be of service?
Let's see what you...
I'm just trying to get a little, get a little shop on. Okay, so we can let the combat rifle go. That's for sure. Next time we need the tactical shotgun thing for whatever reason, I'm probably just gonna end up doing the. I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, if we ever need to do that, I would probably just... I prefer just to carry around a 10mm for that. So we'll sell that, and we'll get rid of any of the EMP shotgun ammo. Because we can definitely get our hands on a 10mm, that's for sure. No problem there. Damn, dude, neuropazine sells for a shitload. Makes sense. Okay. Yeah, more. How are we looking on stun ammo? Oh, we have plenty. I was trying to see if they sold an actual a 4X scope. But we already have a silencer on. Oh, well, I guess that would be good for to grab that for like the 10mm, and then oh hey, they actually have the tranq rifle, which currently that is cool, but I mean like Might hold off on picking that up just because that's going to take up a ton of room, and there hasn't been a ton of situations where we got like really close to stuff just yet. I definitely threw a 10mm down somewhere. You put the suppressor on the... I'm just going to pick this up just because it's right here, so that way I don't forget. So that way we can turn that into... We can put a silencer on it, and we can also put the EMP thing on it.
When I spoke to Tibor, he said you can help me get into ARC territory, undetected.
What did he say, precisely?
That you bring supplies into Gollum for Talus Rucker, under the radar.
Tibor should be more careful what he says, and to whom.
He also said you would probably ask a favor in return.
Yes, as it happens, I do have a need for someone like you. The police have confiscated some neuropazine of mine. They're
Son of a
keeping it in
bitch.
a storage locker at the
Oh, okay.
entrance
I was
to the
about to say,
mall.
if this is one of those, like, give me neuropazine for a...
So, for you to give me access, all I have to do is get your stuff back from cops who are aggressively anti-AUG.
These are
Does he look like he doesn't have any
desperate
teeth?
times,
He doesn't need them.
unfortunately. And you do seem to be a very
He
capable
just
man.
doesn't need them.
If that's what it takes, fine.
Excellent. I will await your return.
Yeah, so we can do the... Put the silencer on... Well, we could switch over to the EMP ammo and then slap the silencer on it. That's really cool. Very neat. So now we have a way to stun those dudes who are... Because we really don't need, like, to upgrade it at all. We just need something to incapacitate electronic boys. Wait, was that not his, Oh yeah, no, it was. I need to figure out wherever the cop is that apparently, like, took his key or whatever.
It's all bullshit.
I don't know where the hell that is.
Understood. I know.
Well, the door just, like, went to nowhere. I was like, damn. Just walk out that door and just fall out of your apartment. Yeehaw! Some Looney Tunes shit.
No scares.
You have a permit for that?
Yep. I sure do. I got the permit to jump. You really can get up on the pipes up here. Holy crap, I didn't think you'd actually be able to do... Well, it's difficult, but it is doable.
Going to get messy.
Oh.
I can tell.
I want to get up on the trash whale.
Feels good to get the blood pumping again.
Was there like a way like through this over here? Certainly a way over it. I guess we'll go up.
Get lost, Hansel, before I decide to enforce something. Should have gotten vaccinated.
Damn, that is like really hard to walk across those. It's fun to try to navigate that. I think there's like a cheesy way to do that. Damn. I know we can get on the...
Actions are being recorded.
Damn it. we climbed up on that a minute ago. And now the game does not seem to want to let us. What a shame. Alright, well I guess we'll go up here like a normal-ish way. Just need to find like a...
I needed this.
I guess we need to go back down anyway. I suppose going up top doesn't matter. I'll probably wrap up here in a minute. I hate that I've been so damn tired this week. Between the allergy junk and just the standard tired. Try to get some rest this weekend and hopefully not be dead next week. Running, running, running. Where's this shit?
This situation.
I thought those people were gonna get mad that we put the box next to him. Wait, what? Who the hell even saw me? I don't think this area is like repopulated yet. Oh. Wait, it's telling us to go. Weird. What?
Please.
Oh, I see. What? Okay, I get it. Dude, these are like baby hacks.
Anomaly detected. Trace access.
It was good. He had to sit out after about 2 periods just because he started not feeling great. Other than that, though, it was pretty cool.
These handlers are scared. To be careful.
Did I unlock that other door? I don't think I did. Alright, so here's one of his supply things. Oh boy, this one's chunky.
Naturals only. I will be watching.
You can't just walk away from me.
Why would it let me in door? Oh, there we go. Why not let me in door? Wait, who the fuck?
Just need to catch my breath.
Okay. They're like, oh no, somebody attacked the people who have been oppressing us. Actually, that would be worth getting upset over because that means they probably crack down harder on people, which is not good.
Granted.
I found your zine. Yagakuro. Oh, speaking of which, I need to go see Dustin's thing, and then I need to look at that too. Oh, dude, that's awesome. Looks good, man. How long did it take you to get up yonder peak? I can't imagine what it's like to live somewhere with it. I mean, granted, it's only a couple hours away. I could go see mountains, I guess, but like just in the actual area that I live actively. Nature, whoa. Working in a hospital with med student. Okay, so this patient is here today with a lot of crystals. Oh, you mean like those healing crystals? No, the crystals are in their urine. Oh, so like harming crystals? Correct. What the hell is this? Why is this another one of these? Like, I feel like this is happening like most nights now. Live like a queen. The Foot tribute bundle is now live. Cast in perfect detail. Bare and unapologetically regal. A decadent indulgent for the truly refined. What? Is this real? I like how Opera GX is over here just being like, great. What? Is this just like, do you remember how like all the time I'm just like parody is fucking dead? Like Go look at Dustin's picture of Mountain again. Opera GX trying to be relevant. Oh my god. I mean, like, you know what? It doesn't matter. Fucking, like, shit's so stupid. I don't know, Sturg, but I guess, like, I don't know. I couldn't begin to tell you. How did anything ever, you know? What'd it be like it do? That was our...
Hello, sister.
Oh, God. I didn't even, like, process. Like, my brain was just, like, shutting down during all that. What is it? It's like, obviously, it's like a joke. Kind of. But, like, is there, like, a reason? You know what? I don't even care. It doesn't matter. It doesn't affect me in any way. It's foot statue you can buy in the game. Well, I see. That's the thing, I guess, is I don't know anything about Clan Clash, so like, I don't even know like what the fuck that means in like the context of anything.
Welcome back.
Hell yeah, dude! I got you. I got your juice.
In return, I will unlock the security door at the back of this room. Beyond that, you'll find a ladder which will take you where you want to go.
The fuck?
Thank you for your assistance.
Dude, I'm starting to think the VODpocalypse, like migrating everything over to YouTube, was like the worst idea ever. I just got this random message that now my 2018 VOD of Observer has been blocked in certain countries. Oh god, not again. And it's all this shit from like 90,000 years ago. I mean, that's not the end of the world, and it's normally like, more often than not, what that means is like the video is not viewable in like Russia or something. Yep. Blocked territories, Belarus, Russia. That's so, yeah, that is like so interesting, but we're just gonna dismiss that, I guess. It's not the end of the world. I don't think anybody's gonna be heartbroken if they can't watch me play Observer from 2018. Is that what the kids are into now? Here I was thinking this was like a long-standing thing that had lasted like 40 bajillion years. That's what the kids are doing.
This ends in a
It hoomst and what bad? Oh, apparently the playthrough I did of Observer from 2018. This has been happening like with random VODs that I moved over from Twitch. It's just like, oh hey, this is blocked in like Russia or like Brazil or some shit, and I'm like, okay. I'm like, I uploaded this like this was streamed back in 2018, and I uploaded this in like 2025. So I don't know why the fuck it's like all of a sudden just like, oh, it's ta-da. I'm like, okay, that's weird.
Good stuff.
Dude, I thought that barrel just said Dirty Dan, and I was like, damn, what's Dirty Dan doing out here? I'm Dirty Dan. I thought it said Dirty Dave. Jesus Christ, I hope it did say Dirty Dan. That'd be really fucking funny. Where am I going? It keeps saying like, yo, go down, and then it's like, no, just go up. Just kidding. Observer was the like Blade Runner-y, like the Blade Runner-y game from the people that did the other one. Bloob. As made famous by Silent Hill 2 developer. As made famous by the new Team Silent, Bloober. I love how it keeps marking this right here, like that's like, oh, that's interesting. You can apparently go through here. Well.
Jensen, Getting lonely up here. Got an update for
It's actually really funny that they just go through this way.
Favors are like currency in Gollum City.
Going up.
We're back on track. I'm heading for an area called the Throat now.
What was the blooper game with paintings? I don't know.
I'll update
God, I legitimately forgot the Layers of Fear. Forgot the fucking name of it there for a minute.
Patrolling the market, just like you said it would be.
I got it, brothers. Now, let's see what we've got here. These little guys can be tricky. Every once in a while, one of them will go off, even if you...
Should have tried cutting the blue wire.
If only life was that simple. You are lost, brother? It looks like you might have taken the wrong turn.
You must be the welcoming committee.
No. I am Marchenko. And Marchenko, he is more of a guardian. Like the hound at the gates of hell. Yes.
I'm not real big on the classics.
That is a pity. What a man reads can tell you more about him than his face. Can I give you a little friendly advice?
Yeah, man, hit me with it.
Sure.
Go back. Go home. There is nothing for someone like you here.
How do you figure that? You don't know me.
I know this place up ahead. We call it the Throat. And sometimes those get cut, yes? When outsiders come wandering in where they should not.
This man's got a couple. He's got a couple augments.
I'll take my chances. I just want to see where Ark hides out.
We are not hiding from anyone.
Tell that to the cops down below.
Do not listen to police and all their bullshit about Ark. Those Slupotia pricks are everywhere. Breaking heads, making their mess, and we have to deal with it. Better watch yourself. They won't go easy on you either. Leash or no leash.
Leash, none leash.
It's not right what the police are doing. Someone has to stand up to them.
Is that you? Because it takes a lot to step out of line and answer back. And once you do, there is
I
no
appreciate that
return.
the dialogue options, like for the most part, aren't just like
courage
good,
take
bad,
up the
neutral.
fight.
They've been like mostly logical.
It is a war. On us. On every augmented human. You see that, don't you? There is a moment coming, and it will be soon, when all of us will have to choose a side. Anyone.
So I know we got like a
be
hint to like the whole thing with the Grey Death in Human Revolution and like setting that whole thing up.
I thought Ark was about preserving human rights, not advocating.
When did that actually happen in the timeline? Was that like sometime in like the 2040s or some shit? Because it seems like by the time Deus Ex rolls around, it's been happening for a while.
That's terrorism.
And then again, I can't remember what year UNATCO was founded either, because we were talking about that a little bit earlier too.
Discussing the issues of the day.
Like your friend Rucker? I see him on the net. He feel the same way you do?
Ah, yes. Talos. He is a good man. Strong, intelligent, principled. You could learn a lot from him.
Yeah, sure.
I admit he's got a way about him. He talks and people
Oh yeah,
listen.
no, the writing's
But
great.
is that enough?
I still think that the writing, especially for the original Deus Ex, is absurd for the time it came out.
Rucker gave up an easy life for our cause. He lives the struggle, just like the rest.
I think it was like relatively new. Well, they
I respect anyone with principles, but in my experience, that doesn't get you much when the storm comes down.
Well, as much as a political debate.
Well, yeah, it would have to be. It would have to be
You are
after.
pushing my patience, and I have worked.
It would have to be after, I guess,
You have had your warning.
the events of this, because this is what, like 2031,
While you still
and Manderley still works
That was your
for
recruitment speech.
what is it, TJ-29 or whatever the fuck it is,
The way I see it, after the bombing, tide's turning against you.
or he's like in
Ark
charge of
made
that
itself public
currently,
enemy.
so he wouldn't be in charge of like UNATCO, so it has to be after this.
Yes, it may seem that way.
No, not MJ-12. Whatever the organization is in this T something 29 or whatever the fuck it is.
Be careful in there, Shiny. Huh?
Yeah, BJ69, you got it.
Getting scratches on his
TF29, there you go. How could I have gotten it confused?
Yes. We'll be seeing you.
Chicane, patch me through to Miller.
Give him a message. Patch you through. What am I, your fucking secretary now? Jensen, I thought you were back on track.
I am. But I need you to run a name through iLink. Victor Marchenko. Got a feeling about this guy.
Fine. But remember, you're
Dude,
there
Team
for
Fortress
Rucker.
67?
If he's behind these attacks, everyone else will fall in line.
Well, the great... Yeah, I guess the Grey Death. Well, it couldn't have been, like, super recent, because there was, like, a whole, like, manufacturing process and, like, scam going on for the Ambrosia and all that stuff, so I'd imagine it had been at least, like, for a couple years, because there was, like, distribution for that, and there was, like, you know, forced rarity and all that stuff, so I would assume it had probably been, yeah, she's busy being the ultimate antagonist of the series, apparently. Which I still think is like one of the funniest things about the end of Human Revolution is it's just like Megan Reed is like half the reason for everything bad in the world. It's like, I'm working on a super virus that has no fucking cure. I'm working on this. I'm killing this many people. But like, that's really nice of you. That's super cool. Megan Reed's up there with printers in terms of how evil she is. Bob Page is like, I'm gonna become one with the AI. Yeah, not yet. How the hell did they even know? So, like, he wasn't, like, turbo augmented before that accident, so, like, what was the... Why are there CRTs in here? What was, like, the... Why would they have even, like, tested his, like, DNA for, like, augmentation resistance or whatever in the first place? I mean, I guess they would have had it on file if he was, like, a cop or something, maybe? Maybe they just scanned everybody for, like, testing purposes? I was about to ask, what do you mean as evil as printers? And I was like, oh, yeah, printers suck, man. They're the ultimate evil. Oh, man. Yeah, because he's the... What are they called? Not the... I know they're not just called replicators. Shit, what is it? Universal constructors, that's it. Right? I think so. There's apparently, like, a finite number of those in existence. Yeah, I'm still super impressed by the writing of the original Deus Ex. It's pretty nuts.
Anomaly detected. Trace program.
Then again, just around that time in general, there's some really cool stuff going on with first-person... I'll just say, like, first-person perspective type games. I wouldn't say that Deus Ex is a first-person shooter, but it's, you know... definitely its own thing. Tried to be like an immersive sim before those were really a thing. I mean, they were like conceptually they were games. Obviously, they came before it that did that, but Deus Ex was obviously trying to do more stuff than usual. Bring back the cathode ray tube. You know, I read an interesting thing that was about, I'd have to go dig it up because this is a while ago, but I talked about it a little bit, I think, at one point. It was about somebody asked, they were like, why, if CRTs are like so sought after for like retro gaming and, you know, other whatever, like why have they not come back, as far as like, why isn't someone built out a modern one and then, you know, used, like, just produced one? Like, obviously, like, you spend the money to like develop it, produce it, make like a modern CRT. And it was really interesting write up on that it's not really just a money issue, and it's more of like a, it's not, it's like it was like weirdly not a money issue or like a marketability issue. I think it had to do with like the way the specific way that they used to be produced, and like to produce them on a scale. It's like you'd have to have, the gist of it was basically that you'd have to have like the scale to do it in the first place because they require a lot to put together. And then it was also like sourcing the components for it would be a lot more difficult now. Because it's not like, you know, you've seen like companies pop up that are like, you know, monitor companies that are like, oh yeah, we've got like this great new monitor that's gonna be cheaper than like the big name brands. It's gonna do this, 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 and this. You've seen those pop up, and that's just because they could source stuff from manufacturers that might be like common or whatever. But in this case, it would be much more difficult to. I think it's just logistically, it's so much more complicated than just like throwing money at it and all that shit that you would assume. But yeah, the components basically would be like ridiculous to try to get, you know, not only get like prototypes of them kind of rolling, but then getting them into like some kind of production and then finding facilities that would do the production for them, because like it's a very specific type of production that would be very different than any other display technology and all that stuff. So I just miss hugging the CRT and feeling the static. So well, anyway, before we get back into more deep territory, like I said, this is probably, I said this earlier, it's probably a little bit shorter, but I might end up, if I'm feeling alive over the weekend, I might do like a weekend thing. I'm getting pretty dead again just because I've been dead all week. I'm super tired. But I really appreciate y'all hanging out on this here Friday again. Sorry, I know I've had some shorter streams lately. I've just been, this like allergy and weather shit is just kicking my ass. Like, sucks. Like I said, I think it was like almost 20 degrees hotter than normal average temperature around this time today, which is just so, like looking at my phone and seeing like, oh, the high today is 90. I'm just like, what is going on, dude? But anyway, but that's gonna be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for the subs and the $roonies and all that stuff. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for all the support and everything. Like I said, I might do something this weekend. I've got the gumption. I'm not like resting up or whatever, but oh, there do be a link though. Oh shit. I confirmed this is real. What? Oh, Essence of Chick. Based off what you linked a second ago, it's amazing to me that this is like somehow. God, dude, Essence of Chicken is 420 milliliters. Nice. Which is a source of nutrient good for health. Hell yeah, dude. So this is, so you consume the essence of chicken to get. Hell yeah, dude. That's good shit. Easier to drink. This looks like something you'd see in like a Cyberpunk game as like a joke. Like a joke. Anyway, that's gonna be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to catch the run back on this, it'll be on the VODs channel here in just a little bit. So I'll get that uploaded. But that is gonna be it for me. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all maybe this weekend, but for sure Monday. Have a good one. Take it easy. Try not to melt in the heat if you're in the southeast. Goodbye.